But you're not streaming.
Well, no, the stream shut down. So this is going to be like the restart of the stream. Here we go, round two. Welcome to the Murder Hobo Show. This is the Drums in the Marsh DDX 17 continuation. When we last left off, our valiant party was aboard this tiny raft. They were set sail for a 3-day journey. Now, that's a different show, I think, isn't it? On the SS Rafty McRaftfaced. I hate it when you guys do that. Name all my cool stuff. But yes. Oh, wow. Wow, Daryl comes on strong.
What's his name? Cockbird's Grocery?
No. That is his name. But yeah, so we're starting off this adventure where we last left off in the swamps. You guys were cruising through the swamps. You're looking for a specific place called like Three Kings Isle or something like that. You've heard the name before, but you're so dumb, all of you, that you don't remember what it is. It's not me that I don't remember. It's that you guys don't remember.
Oh.
No takers on that joke? Okay.
I'm sorry.
Me dumb. Me no understand smart Gary.
As you were cruising through the swamp, you saw a raft of lizard men that looked like they had some captives tied up in the middle. You attacked said raft of lizard men, slain them fully, and there was two people there. Come to think of it, where's Daryl? This is where Daryl comes in. Is this Daryl's character? I think this is Daryl's character, but we're going to drop him on the map. Bloop. And then I'll zoom in and resize him because Daryl's awfully big.
Daryl's huge.
You met a dwarf, actually a pair of dwarf merchants. One of them whose name was Rolk. He's quite a talkative dwarf merchant. And the best part about this guy, these two dwarves are Rolk and Nick, is that they speak Draconic. And while they were tied up, they learned some interesting information from these lizard men. Some of which being that there's 3 clans of lizard folk that are having a contest. The winner of this contest is the one that captures the most captives or the most valuable captives. Now, the most valuable captives are those like fighters like yourselves, adventurers would be worth the most, and then large cattle and just regular humans and the lot, right? So there's sort of like a point buy system they got going on. Now, he never really said what the prize was, just that there was a competition going on. He did tell you that the drums that you hear were sort of never mind that part. That's just some nonsense information. What else did he tell you guys? I don't remember what else he told you. But anyways, you get the gist of it. So we're starting here. You guys are floating in the swamp, and we're going to put Darren in this scene here. Darren and Rolk. Now, Rolk is he wants to get out of here. He's going to take this raft that you guys have slain these lizard men on, push them into the swamp, and he's going to part ways. But fortunately, well, I don't know should I start Darren here? Because how am I going to explain Darren with all his gear? Maybe Darren comes in the swamp over here. You hear some noise behind you. He's like, "Hey guys, wait for me." I think that might be a better way of bringing him in. Otherwise, I'm going to have to take away Darren's gear because these guys were lootless. No.
Sounds like Darren's from New Zealand.
He is. Just wait till you hear him speak.
Maybe he was hiding up the tree with all his gear.
Oh, what I think I'll do.
You boys were having all the fun, eh? Even nothing for me.
I think what I'll do is I'll put him on the raft, and I'll just say that there's a sack of gear on this raft. Now, did you guys we're going to sort loot out? Do you want to do that right now? Anybody? Bueller. Yeah. So it looks like
Bueller.
What loot?
Pete and your loot, Mr. 30's sack of good stuff.
Yeah.
That's what they call them in the street, yeah.
What have you? So how much extra loot? Wow, look at you. You're like a veritable 7-Eleven of gear.
Yeah. All stuff I don't want is up on the table.
All right. And then you've got 10 and 10 of everything else, or are you still cheating?
I'm still cheating if you count money, but money's back in the town. But I have cards for everything. But I've got in Chronica if you ever want to look at that beautiful thing you set up and no one uses.
No, I think we're done with that. Where am I going to put these? Right here where people can see them?
As soon as you go and bloody look at it, Gary whisks it off. Bloody hell.
Now, these were just things that you were carrying. Does anybody want any of these things? No? No takers?
No takers.
Wow.
Although if we took that small tent, then our group would really be intense.
I'll take a look.
Oh.
Let me take a gander. What's there?
And I dropped the tent because of that one backpack
Terrible.
thing that Gary.
Yeah.
What are they? What are they? The items. I
No,
can't even see it.
I'll flip them over.
Swampy. Where'd
Yeah.
you put 'em?
Climber spikes, a tent.
And metal
cutters.
clippers.
Yeah, I put them right over here. I also have the...
All right. Let me
Metal
put it
clippers
in.
are really good if you have metal toenails, by the way.
Oh, my God. It's...
Is it too early for you guys to do the dad jokes?
There we go.
Metal cutter.
3 items. You guys can take those if you want. Okay, so Darren gathers his gear up out of a sack. I would like everybody to make me a notice perception roll.
I'll put this over here. There. Done. I'll take the metal clippers. Always useful.
I will roll, but if I see him, I will deliberately ignore him.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. What do you want us to roll, Gary?
Perception, wisdom.
Now, these are the guys we were chasing. This is the part where I remember I missed a session or two. We were chasing them into the swamps, correct?
We did that part. We chased them into the swamp.
And here we are.
Who
We went back to the inn, and it turns out the inn was all burnt down and shit. And we got the kid, and we were going back into the swamp.
God damn. There goes my tail.
It
We
is.
did rescue the
heroic.
bear, though.
Dragons are real, and I got to deal this to white. You're the only 2 that succeeded on your rolls.
Well, clearly the smartest ones of the group.
Shabby loot goes there. You guys took your other stuff.
Did you need me to roll as well, or no? I'm not involved in this.
Sure, you can roll, Daryl. You might actually just come in and get some loot right out of the gate. Target number is set to a 14. So you got to beat that on a wisdom perception check. Oh, wow. Daryl comes on strong with some ancient loot right out of the gate. So I'm going to deal to
Oi, what's that?
blue. Not Thazit, Rufus.
Yes, sir.
Darren, on this raft, you guys find this sack of shit that they've been collecting from different adventurers. Rolk and Nick take their gear out of the backpack, or out of this pile of stuff, this sack of goodness that these lizard men have. You decide to sort of rummage through it, and you find an item. Maybe you slip it into your pocket. I don't know what you do with it, but that's where that loot's going to come from the defeat of these lizard men. So you're going to get that out of this deal. Rolk and Nick and Darren. Darren jumps on board the raft after he's like, hey, let me take a peek through that raft, or through that sack. He also finds some loot, and I don't know who else, and Pete. So those are the items that you guys find as you're sort of rummaging through this sack and seeing what these lizard men have. Once you've determined that there's, the rest of it is just sort of garbage, you throw it back in the sack with Rolk the merchant. He's like, thanks, mate. This will help me get me business started again. And I'm there. And maybe that's not the voice he uses, but he does show his appreciation. Him and Nick, they had their loots left on the road, their merchant wagon. Hopefully they can find it, but they're going to set sail back towards the mainland, towards the guzzling gator. So they say farewell, and whoop, 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 their hovering raft to craft takes off, leaving nothing but 3 bloodstained.
Like roads? We don't need roads where we're going.
Dead
And then
snake
they
men.
disappear in a fire.
I cleaned my map up here. So,
Is there like describe the scene a bit? Obviously, it's a swamp. Was there any bodies that have been killed or something, or am I arriving right after a battle?
yeah, you are going to come from wake up from unconsciousness to this little scene here, but we're gonna let Rufus for a hero coin explain to you the details of what you've missed. Take it away,
okay, so-
Rufus.
Has it still isn't back yet? She.
Oh, he's taking a sweet ass time, that Fazit. Okay, so you recall the inn just before the swamp, right? So we'd gone into the swamp. We did our mission there. We beat a purple. It wasn't quite a full dragon. It was like a wormling or something. And we recovered the one book. And then we went back to the inn to get rest, some sleep or whatever. The thing was on fire. We met up with more of the red plumes. And little Jimmy there, the kid, he kind of tugged at Rufus's heartstrings there and conned us all back into going into the swamp to find his missing parents. So that's kind of the mission we're on right now. And we were on that raft. We found this raft of lizardmen with some folks all tied up in the middle, and we snuck up on those fuckers and just destroyed them.
Oh, well played.
Amen.
Were they? Did we ascertain they were hostile, or just that was a given?
No, they
I
were all
think that
women
was
and
the
children. We just wiped
Yeah.
them out.
Ah, okay, good. All right, fair enough. Just want to make sure we're not,
consistent.
All right, so that's going to take us over to Pete because Pete has not yet met Darren. So I'm going to do the same thing, Pete. We're going to do a little bit of an interlude. You're going to introduce yourself. You got too many hero coins already, but I'll give you one anyway. So you can take it away. Introduce yourself to Darren.
Hello there, mate. Clunge the name. You know what I mean? Clunge. Yeah, I just followed these guys along and we just happened to kill a dragon. It was pretty simple, really. These adventuring lark, I think it's a lot easier than people make out it to be.
It's an easy job. Just killed a dragon. No
This ain't
big
so
deal.
hard.
Darren, you were not here for the dragon killing, were you?
no.
Okay. So you could ask Pete some questions about that because I'm pretty sure you don't remember what happened in that because you weren't here. So how could you?
Right. Well, nice to make your acquaintance. My name's Darren. Any friend of Rufus is a friend of mine. I heard tell about the dragon. What happened?
Well, it was sort of just sitting there in this little bit of ruins, and I just sort of shot it with an arrow and killed it. Simple, really.
An art, I like that. Well, I think we're going to be fast friends.
That's sweet. Okay, that's going to take us around to Charles, because I never forget Charles, especially last episode. I was so on the ball. Last episode was amazing. Same thing, Charles. We're going to do a little interlude. You're happy to see Darren. You haven't seen him in some time. He's been missing for the last couple of adventures. And yeah, you're surprised to see him on this boat. You've, being the nice guy that you are, you've rescued him. He's your long-lost lover. Maybe not, but, I mean, it's up to you. just throwing some ideas out there.
All right. How did you end up here?
Well,
Why are you wearing that clothes?
Fucking
You don't
can't
usually wear
remember.
a skirt.
I just remember someone coming up behind me and then remembering no more. So how I got here is fucking mystery to me. I was walking out of the inn and I saw something beckoning in the alleyway and I went in to investigate and lights out.
Do you mean like we got attacked in the alleyway before?
That's right. Hit the nail on the head right there. Something jumped me, didn't see it, didn't get a good look, and he fucking whacked me with a wall. Well, it hit me harder than a kangaroo in heat.
I don't know what you're saying.
What is this kangaroo you speak of?
I'm an Aussie elf. Figure it out.
An
It's
house elf.
fantastic. All right, Stace, take it away. I'm going to give you a little bit of an interlude action here. You can introduce yourself to Darren. You haven't met him yet. You could describe where you picked yourself up from, how you hooked up with these turd burgers, your last adventure, the exciting stuff. Let her rip.
Sure. So just to let you know, my character's name is Mordock. He's of the hill folk, so he's kind of a larger guy. So I would have probably sat back in that raft while listening to that story, not really trusting what you're saying. Then I'll pipe up and say, "Yeah, well met. I'm here for one thing and one thing only, and that's to hunt these lizard folk down and make them pay for kidnapping people all up and down the marshland."
Well, that's fine by me. As long as I get to shoot something.
You're just like,
Hey.
whatever. Could you
Hey,
imagine?
Rufus, we getting paid for this?
This no.
I think everybody was going to say no at the same time.
Yeah, no. This is for Jimmy, man. We gotta help Jimmy out. You know, that quick little kid at the end. That's we gotta find his parents. There's no money in that. They're in burnt down. I mean,
It's a
like-
negative incentive because if we actually fail the job, we get a whole inn to run.
Crikey. You're going to be the death of me, the lot of you. All
I
right,
know.
let's help the little lad find his fucking parents. They're
Come
probably...
on, you're no Thazit. We're not going to be the death of you a couple times. Come on.
Oh, shit, son.
Darren, you think you might have actually heard of Mordock before? In your travels or whatever. So you just to clarify whether or not you actually know him, you should ask him what clan he's from.
Hey, Mordock, among the hill people, which clan do you come from?
I don't remember it. Didn't save when I said it last time.
It's right here on your character sheet. It says Mordock of Tinklebottoms. Oh, is Tinklebottoms?
Oh, yes. The clan of Tinklebottoms. Very, very, very popular clan near California.
Tinklebottoms, eh?
Yes, the most.
Very respected clan.
Now these.
Well,
Yeah, the leader, Gaylord Q Tinklebottom, was probably one of the most well-known of the hill people.
Now, one of the most
Sorry,
feared,
big bottom then, is he?
voracious.
a fine clan indeed.
Yeah, most feared, most voracious, most savage of the Tinklebottoms was Gaylord of the
Yes.
Tinklebottoms.
And yet he still had the highest fashion sense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he could wear bear skins. It was just beautiful. I mean, he would cinch it up with a nice belt,
True.
a wolf belt. Very nice.
Oh, I heard about them.
Yeah,
Their style,
that's right.
style, flair, panache, how to kill
Exactly.
someone and still look good doing it.
Exactly, yes.
Oh, awesome. All right. That puts me around to Darren.
amazing.
So Darren, you come to, you got a bit of a nugget on the back of your head where you got sort of smacked out. You spent the last couple of days hanging out on the on this raft, coming into and out of consciousness. Fortunately for you, you've been rescued by, ironically, your party, your old group of people. It's kind of a sort of a weird fluke, a weird coincidence. But yeah, life is good. They tell you as you travel through the swamps many stories of past adventures that you've missed while you've been resting in New Haven. So as the story goes, I'll fill in all the blanks. We left New Haven. We came to a place called the Guzzling Gator. We hung out there, met some people at the inn and whatnot. That's where we picked up Mordock. He was hanging out there looking for adventure. Came across the party members. Mordock came in and they pursued the scroll thief into the swamp, where they met him inside of this building that had some runes in it. And in this runes with this building was a dragon's lair. Now, it wasn't a great dragon, or after asking a few more questions, you kind of realized that it was
huge. Don't listen to him.
It was a dragon that was no more bigger than a human, maybe 6 feet tall, but it had a bit of a small lair, and after it was slain with the use of some cool entangling spells, that there was a small lair underneath. So they got some loot out of that deal. They left the scroll thief in the swamps. His name was he was one of the scribes that we've been dealing with throughout the storyline. There was actually two of them that came in that we've dealt with already. One got hung by the rafters in New Haven. The other one we chased into the Dragonspire Mountains, and we attacked him in the hidden druidic temple. And this was the third one. His name was Ellison. Ellison came in about a week after the first two. And so these were the three scribes that you guys would see in the Ruby Arrow every once in a while, and then they've just suddenly, they've disappeared over the course of time. But these are the guys. So after slaying them in the Ruinic Temple, everybody went back, excuse me, to the Guzzling Gator, only to find that the Guzzling Gator was had been not burned to the ground, but was under attack. You see the doors were kicked down and stuff. The party showed up just as a group of Red Plumes had come from New Haven. These Red Plumes in particular, you find out, were sent by Charles Walmsley, who he's the guy that always spits down and says horrible things to you from up on top of his little patio. He calls you vagrants.
Fuck him anyways.
Right?
Toxical.
Not a fan.
Mm-mm.
But I'm not going to say what else is going on in there, because that might be something that comes up later. But from the Guzzling Gator, like they said, you get the idea. There's this small boy Jimmy. Jimmy's parents are gone, but Jimmy was slick. He had this weird ability about him where he could just move super quick. He'd be in one spot 1 second and then not really disappear, but just go from sort of point A to point B without really even anybody noticing that he had gone from those 2 points. He's just 1 second he's here, the next second he's somewhere else.
Reminds me of that little superhero called Jesse Quick.
Right. He was just one of these guys, right? So anyways, Jimmy asked the party to go back into the swamps to retrieve his family, in the hopes of at least finding them. But I believe Jimmy was given to the Red Plumes, and the Red Plumes had taken him back to New Haven. So the Guzzling Gator is now just a vacant building. We came back into the swamps, found a group of lizard men, attacked them, and that's where everybody comes back together in this story. So what you understand right now is that there is a tribe of, where's my PDF? In the three Ring Islands, or something along those lines. I'm going to take everybody off of here, and I'm going to put you over here for a second.
Is he breaking up, or is it just me?
Could be me.
I'm not sure. I'm just asking everybody else. Am I breaking up, or Gary?
No, you sound good, and Gary sounded good.
I sound sexy. So it is roughly midday. You guys dislodge the raft from this little island and float lovingly through the swamps. You travel for quite some time. Actually, it's come around to my turn. And so I'm going to have everybody make a constitution check. Once again, the swamps, the dampness of the swamps, the moisture gets into your gear, it starts chafing. There's so many bugs that are constantly harassing you, trying to, suck your blood, inject poison, do these kinds of things. We got one roll.
I'll take the first one that comes down and roll twice.
Welcome back. Welcome back,
Fucking
Darren.
2. God damn it.
15.
15. All right. You know what? So if you succeeded, nothing happens. If you failed, your next checks are going to be hard because the fatigue of the swamp is getting to you. Now, it is 7:30, and I'm trying to do a little math in my head here. But what I think I'm going to do is before we get to the actual island, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in a little something right here. So at this end of the map, I'm going to put you guys back on your raft. Kaboosh. We're just going to pretend that we've gone, 3-4 hours. It's about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock at night. And you guys, ahead of you, you see this rather large lizard man. He's quite a bit different from the other ones that you've seen. Although this guy looks the same. And you see him traveling through the swamps. Now I'm going to put you guys on. I'm going to say that you're quite a ways away when you see this. He's in the swamps over here, and he is fighting a rather large toad. Let's see if I got a toad or a frog that I could put in here. Objects, giant frog. Do we have giant frogs? No frogs?
Sounds like this is going to be a totally awesome battle.
Come on.
He's obviously planned this well, hasn't he?
Well, we've only got one thing left to do here, so I'm going to put this guy over here, and I'm just going to create this on the fly, 333, and we're just going to say that this is a giant toad. This giant toad and this rather large lizard man. You see this lizard man off in the distance, and he's sort of wrapped up in this giant toad's mouth. This toad's trying to chomp on him and suck him in, and this great big the Donald right away with the frickin' names. I mean, it did not take long. So this lizard man's wrapped up in the mouth of this thing. You guys are sailing towards it, watching this ferocious battle between this gigantic frog and this rather unusual looking lizard man. He stands out because he's quite a bit bigger. You've actually, I'm going to do, everybody make me an intelligence check while it's still my turn.
Everyone?
Yep, everybody. Just to,
Technically, all of us if you say everyone.
Okay, first one was 14. Everybody made it, I think.
all right.
Yeah.
So
Killing it.
nice. Stace, because Stace got the highest. Mordock, as he's watching this fight, he's like, you glean some I guess some information from it. You realize that this lizard man, that because he's bigger, and the sort of the certain markings that he has on him, you recognize him as like sort of like a king, is what I would say. He's like a leader. Usually the brightest, the biggest, the strongest lizard men are the ones that run the clans. They're sort of like the king of the clans, and this one in particular, being so much bigger than all the other ones that you've run into, you can tell that he has that blood in him. You're quite a ways away still, but you're pretty sure that this is a thing that that these
Okay.
right.
Yeah, so I'm going to instantly relay that to the group, and I'm going to say to the point that lizard man in the distance, I can tell from his plumage that he's royal. I think we should help him out. Maybe or at least take him hostage. That might give us some kind of leverage against the other lizard men across the tribes for this battle, for this contest. What say you?
Hope you're right about this. That is one big bastard. If that thing turns on us, it's going to be hard.
I've heard of him. He's
Yeah,
crazy.
I'd rather be on the winning side than the losing side.
Yeah.
I hear that he
Yeah.
wants to drain the swamp.
Oh man. Oh man, Charles, how many hero coins do you have, buddy? You have too many
I have
already. You got
Give it
to
to
say,
someone else.
who-
Give it to Daryl.
well, Darren's got 3 already too. No, he's got 2. I'll give that one to Stace because Stace has been on a roll with his dad jokes. He's been trying really hard, but that really was a good one. That was solid. Okay, so I'm going to go Alt print screen so that I can take a cool screen capture of this. Maybe I'll zoom in and shoot over. So this is going to take me a second here. Alt print screen. This one looks better. All right. So
for some reason, my Discord app was fucking up. I had to switch to the browser version. I'm going to re-download the app. It doesn't seem to update. What's going on?
Cool.
It's whatever.
Okay, so as you've decided to sort of help this guy out, you know you're going to help out the Donald, and in doing so, why does the Donald have 2 names? When I go to...
Is it the description too, or?
Well, he shows up as... is there 2 of them? Do you guys see 2 of them or just 1?
I see the King of the Toad.
There's 2 of them, I think.
And then I see a Donald, which is, if I click to the right, but he's invisible.
Did someone
Yeah,
name
there's
it?
a Donald, and then there's
Probably named the grass. Probably somebody named the grass the Donald.
Well done. Well
King
done.
of the Toads.
There, that explains it. Yes, so I've changed the lizard man's name. All right, so the 2 of them are engaged in this furious battle. You see this giant toad trying to chomp down on him, his tongue sort of wrapped around him. He's half inside the mouth of this this gigantic sort of toad thing that's going on there. And then as you approach, the battle ends as quickly as it started. This giant lizard man, stabs this toad repeatedly. The toad just sort of goes limp, falls into the grass, and the Donald pulls himself out of the mouth of this toad, and he kind of wipes his face off with his one clawed hand, gets the slime out of his eyes. You see his alligator eyes sort of flutter back and forth a little bit. He spits on the ground, and he notices that you are coming towards him. As soon as
Did you say that toad had croaked?
He
Oh, Gary. You did say that. I think you should give us all a coin for that one, Gary. That's
Wow. So the Donald spits on the ground. He sort of clears his throat a little bit. He lets out this massive sort of roar of like warrior rage. And then as he sees you coming, he flees off into the swamps. Like he sort of dives into the water and just disappears off into the swamps, leaving just the dead toad. But as he does so, as he disappears into the swamps, you are not paying attention to sort of what's going on in your surroundings. Man, I shouldn't have deleted that toad. I could have just moved him to another place. That would have been the smart thing to do. Toad, where's my toad?
Should be that smart then.
Yeah, I should have been a little bit smarter about that. I'm kind of...
Just undo it.
Nope. Put him
It's a rough
there.
morning, man.
This is what happens when you're unprepared. We're on the fly today, boys.
Which is perfect that we have toads.
Oh, wow. Have you got a webpage pulled up of frog jokes and shit?
Has to.
Like, is that what's happening here? Okay, so you're watching this fight off to the one side of the raft. You watch the Donald disappear, this giant lizard man dude. Everybody's sort of looking in this direction, and you don't realize that from behind you, on this little island is another one of these giant toads. Now he's going to lash out 1, 2, 3, 4 at one of the smaller folks. So I'm going to leave Mordock out of this, and I'm going to roll my D4. That is going to be a 4, so that's going to put me to Darren. You're the unlucky soul because there's 5 of you. You're watching this battle. I would like you to make me a strength check.
Aha! Take that, you fucking wanker.
Okay, so You are watching this battle ensue when all of a sudden you feel something sort of try and pull you off your feet. You land on the ground. I'm going to put you prone on the boat, on this little crappy raft, but you do manage to hold on to this raft and not get yourself dragged off into the swamp and into the mouth of this thing. So it is lashed out at you with its gigantic tongue, and it has tried to pull you into its mouth. Rufus, that's going to put me around to you because my attack failed.
Okay, well, I guess we're going after the big toad. You're not going to be taking down our guys. That's there's another one. Fantastic. Yep. No, I guess let's see here. I'm not too sure how far the mall cop can actually go in this swamp here. Let's see.
Mikey, that's it.
I don't know. He's gonna fall down in the swamp and roll away. Clearly. But the intention is to get off the boat. He's gonna start working his way over towards the toad to start swinging at him.
Okay, so you leap off like the grand champion that you are. I'm going to say you make it about halfway through this swamp. It's kind of rough terrain. You can make a ranged attack if you want.
Range attack? Yeah, I'm not too sure what I got going on for that. Give me a sec here. What has he got for range? He's got a crossbow. Look at that. Well, that's neat. Let's use it.
Hey, I have an item.
I got something that might work. And he's not used to using it though. Whiff.
Wow. It sails deep off into the. You hear like a bird flying by, just sort of splash in the background.
Yeah, it's the red plume leftovers is what he's got. Crossbow.
Fantastic, Clunge. What's going on? What are you doing?
So he's going to get his crossbow out and have a go at Kermit's brother.
Oh, Kermit's brother. Oh, wow. All right. So you spot this guy. He pops up out of the bush. As soon as this Kermit makes this, this kind of like ribbit noise, lashes out with his tongue, you see it grab onto Darren and try and pull him off. This other one, Kermit's brother, pops up. He looks around like, hey, what's going on here? And, you're going to take a shot at him. But what happened?
So he misses with his first one. Let's see if I can do a rapid fire. Oh, yes, he can.
Woohoo.
The detail one helps you. So he'll fire his second bolt. That's a bit better.
Wow. Well done with the rapid fire crossbow.
Probably the only time it'll get used, and let's have a look. +2. Be 6 points.
No, any bonuses on that? Uh-oh. Hello, Pete.
Oh, no.
Have you lost me?
Nope, you're there.
He did.
Yes, that was a 4 + 2, so that's a total of 6.
All right. This gigantic frog-like beast of a thing that pops up. This is a man-sized frog. Could very easily, in its bloated form, it stands as tall as a man, could very easily like grab one of you and pull it into its gullet. Your 6 points of damage hits this thing and really doesn't do much to it. It's kind of unfazed. It might flinch a little bit. It directs its attention towards you, being that you're the only person that's sort of done any damage to it. But it's sitting there in the swamp with this arrow sticking into it. When Charles Brudnir the Uncaring doesn't care. I don't know what he does. Does he leap into battle or remain uncaring?
Do they seem like when we were watching the Lizard King fight him earlier? What kind of tactics were they using? Were they just grappling at that point, or what?
Essentially, it had just had the lizard in its mouth, in its maw, but the arms of the lizard man were free. So it was able to stab and pierce and poke it with its spear before it slayed the beast.
Okay. It looks like we're pushing. I'm gonna go to land. This is land over here, right?
Sure. Yep.
Okay, I want to jump over there
All right.
and head towards that big boy over there.
All right. Give me a dexterity check to see if you can manage to jump across onto this island. Maybe you slip and trip over Darren. I want to see what happens here.
I slip and trip over Darren.
Of course.
That's fantastic.
Now our real
Kaboosh.
combat prowess comes
Yeah.
to light.
All right, so you jump onto this island. I'm going to say that it's very slippery. It's damp. Everything is covered in moist. What the fuck is moist? Moist moss. And as you land on the island, what happens to you, Charles? You slip and trip.
Okay, it's a lot less firm than I thought it was, and it's just like a pool of mud, and I just take a slide on it and skim over. I maybe even overshoot, maybe end up in the further than I wanted because I do like a belly slide.
Okay, I'm gonna put you over here in the grass. That Mordock.
And I scream, "Attack pattern alpha as usual."
Mordock does not know what attack pattern alpha is because he's new to the group. It's been one adventure, and
I
he's
don't know
not.
what that is either.
I just assumed it means everybody defend for themselves.
Okay, that must be what it means. So, what does Mordock do?
Well, I think the new guy we just met is kind of covered in a tongue, which I've been in that position. It's pretty uncomfortable. What about how big is that guy? Is he an elf? I hadn't looked at his character sheet yet.
Darren is an elf. Yes, he's human sized
Okay.
elf.
And then so he's human sized. So this might be crazy, but I think what I'll do is I'll cast giant growth on him, and he'll be too big to really eat in one gulp from that frog, and that'll give him some giant growth benefits as well.
Okay,
Giant
fantastic.
hormones.
So giant growth says grow one target you can see to 5 times its size for 1d4 rounds.
It does. So you're going to make your roll to see if you can cast the spell, which is going to be wisdom plus any bonuses that you have.
Okay, I got a +5 wisdom. So we'll do.
You got to
Here's
beat
my
a
roll.
got to beat a 9, sucker.
There's
Oh,
14
all right.
plus 5, so we're good.
Roll a d10
And I'll
to determine the times of growth that he receives.
okay, D10 for the times, got it.
So that is going to be twice the size, and then 1d4 for the number of rounds. Three rounds. All right, Darren, you are laying on the ground, and then suddenly you feel yourself start to grow to twice the size. The raft tips a little bit on a weird sort of like, because you've grown so much.
Stand in the water? Like, am I high enough that...
Dirt.
You're Godzilla.
And you sort of what do you? Sorry, what was the question?
I stand in the water? Like, how if I'm this size, how...
Well, you're laying down right now, so. But yeah, you feel yourself grow to twice the size. The raft sort of tips up. I'm going to make Clunge and I'm going to make Mordock make me a dexterity check to see if you guys can manage to stay on this raft as Darren becomes sort of twice the size and the raft sort of tilts on a weird angle. Oh, Pete Clunge manages to grab
Clunge
onto
is
it.
hanging on.
Oh, shite.
Wow.
I was expecting it.
The best part about that is I made you roll or waste a good 20. Okay, Darren. As you grow to twice the size, this frog is going to release its tongue-like grapple around you. You slide off into the drink. You can stand up this round, only to realize that you're quite a massive fellow all of a sudden. You've grown to like 12 feet tall. If you were 6, maybe you're 10 feet
all of
tall.
a sudden.
Oh, yeah. Turn?
Yep.
So big.
Stand up. I'll pull up my ballista.
Which is
Because now it's a bow. My bow.
well, you grow to twice the size, but that doesn't mean that you're tiny little bow.
It's like a little toy weapon now.
Wouldn't
Then I
be the
guess his
equipment as
armor
well,
just
I mean-
constricted him. He's dead. He's
So I
close
just
to his
died.
armor.
Wouldn't your equipment go with you? Theoretically, because I've seen people attack giant size before and they were able to use their swords.
All right.
Fast.
What are you doing here,
Just saying.
Darren?
Then
With your dinky
as
little pea
he
shooter.
slides down, as he slides down and he's getting bigger, he'll stand up.
Mm-hmm.
Like he settles to his feet and he just reaches behind, grabs the bow, his bow, and then he just slowly cocks it and fires. And you'll see this bow it's actually blue. And as he pulls back there's no drawstring. As he pulls back, a field of energy shows up, and then you'll see an electrical arrow forming. And he pulls back and he fires on this thing.
You're going after.
Dramatics talk.
You're going after Kermit.
It's the one that got me, shot me, right?
Yeah.
Or another one? Hold on.
There's.
Is there 3? Okay, no.
No.
There's 2.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to shoot at who's totally not compensating for something. Yeah, you fuckers. All right, I fire at him.
Oh, is that a 1? Oh,
16.
your first roll
Almost a 1.
was almost a 1. I got to get rid of the Donald.
I will roll my die 8 for damage. It's 4 plus 4. That's 8.
Okay.
And I got over 13. My lightning bow. I will fire again.
Here we go.
Poor hapless fool. That is a 15. So I will roll again. The buzzsaw starts. 8, that's 12.
Okay.
Got over a 13. I'll re-roll again. That is what's the room's DC? It's a 13.
14.
Oh, I missed. And I'm not going to waste anything on it. There you go.
All right. So, in 2 foul shots to this thing, you have managed to do almost half of its health in damage. So, go ahead and describe what that looks like on this poor, kind, gentle toad that was just looking for a snack.
The first one probably would have been on I'm assuming its tongue was just kind of peeling back into its mouth. So he fires onto it and it just shoots a bolt of lightning right into its on the ground. And then he follows up and hits it right in the chest. I mean, and center of mass hits it right in the chest and it starts jiggling. And maybe there's a big scorch mark there and gobbets of flesh coming out.
All right. As your electricity, your electrical bolt sparkles in this thing's mouth, basically illuminating its head, you see its round, bulgy eyes protrude from the top of its head. A blast of smoke comes out of its mouth, and the electricity hits it like a... what do you call those things? What are those guns they use?
Taser?
Taser, yeah. Like it hits it like a taser. It has an involuntary leaping reaction. This giant toad, it just electricity hits it, kabam! Its legs just do the jimmy, and it jumps from its current location onto it's going to jump straight ahead. So the only person that's going to be safe from this is going to be Brudner. Let's see if he who he hits. I'm going to roll a d4. We're going to exclude Brudner from the roll. Oh, yeah, you blast this thing with both of your arrows, sending an electric current through its body. Its immediate and unnatural reaction is to leap in your general direction. So this thing, you're the target. It is going to do a standing leap. If I succeed against your armor class, you are going to take some damage. So let's see what happens with toad number 1.
It's a 12. Actually, a 12.
It rolls a sweet 2, leaps in your general direction, sort of goes overhead, and then lands here in the grasses of this swamp. It jitters for a bit, and then I'm going to target Clunge because he is the closest, and he is actually going to... Clunge is a fucking big target, man. This frog's no dummy. I mean, it's dumb. So let's just say that's what it does. It's going to try the same thing. It's going to make a grappling attack against you. You're a bigger dude, so I'm going to make this an easy attack, Mordok. So for you, you're going to get your easy bonus. So make me a strength check.
Stand there and take it, Murdoch. Stop tissing about.
All right, so here we go. He couldn't stand up, but it's that. Even though I passed my, I got my 20. Physics tells me I couldn't do it.
And he's off again. He's all over the place.
All right, so we'll make a strength check.
Oh shit!
I pay the food.
All right, here we go. 13 plus 1, 14.
Wow, plus your easy bonus because you're a large target. So this tongue comes flying out at you. It does not make purchase whatsoever. You just sort of swat it off to the side. And yeah, it's not a problem. However, Kermit's brother is going to attack. Now, because there's only 2 frogs, I'm just going to roll a d4. And let's see. This thing's going to lash its tongue out at... Who's player number 3? Oh, yeah, it's going to be Charles, my favorite. This frog turns over, looks at you. Its tongue flies out in your general direction. And you're going to make a strength check, too, to see if you can ward off the grapple of this frog. Now, if you don't succeed, you're going to end up in its mouth.
Cool.
Roll a 1, critical fail.
That is 11.
Okay, so that is not a success against the C number. You going to use a hero coin? No?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Yeah, that's a 20 now.
Shmee.
Okay, so you succeed as well. This tongue flies out in your general direction. You, again, duck behind some bushes, bat it off to the side. I'm not quite sure what you want to do there, but you're going to describe the scene for me.
I see this lashed tongue come out, and I actually burrow into the mud more as a cover, so he cannot correctly see me.
All right.
Mud is its protective cover of me.
I'm going to move my rotation value down to 2, and we're going to put it off to Rufus. What happens, Rufus? What's going on over here?
I don't know where the hell Rufus disappeared to, but should be in the dirt somewhere there. Oh, there he is. Oh, the little guy. That's right. Well, after sloshing about trying to get to the land, he just turns to the other frog and kind of a bit of a huff goes, "Oh, fine," and starts working his way towards. Come on, Darren, get out of my way. Wrong guy. There we go. Starts sloshing his way over here, which I'm sure he's not going to make it quite far enough. It's going to be a real futile kind of race to get to somebody and start swinging at him. So he'll try that crossbow again. And let's see. Hey, nothing. See what happens.
Oops, I was muted.
That's a bag of nothing. So again, damn Red Plume technology fails him again.
Stupid crossbow. Sweet. All right, Pete, Mr. Clunge, you're on the back of this raft watching Rufus fail miserably as he shoots another bird off in the distance.
What Clunge wants to do is the next time Kermit's brother sort of tries to catch Murdoch with his tongue, Clunge is trying to grab hold of his tongue.
Oh, okay. You want to try and grab onto the tongue of one of these frogs?
Yeah, and ride it maybe.
All right, so I'm going to put you on hold, and we're going to say that when this tongue flips out on their turn or whatever, you know, whichever person on this raft, if it attacks one of them, you can make an agility check or dexterity check to grab onto this tongue. All right, so you I guess you just brace yourself. You duck down. You're like paying attention, watching both of these frogs, looking for one of their tongues to come flying out at you.
He's got his hands at the ready.
All right, that puts me around to Charles. You're still slucking around in this mud over here, Brudner.
Yeah, how deep is the mud that they're walking around in, the frogs over there?
They're in the swamp water right now, so they're in probably 2-3 feet of water.
I'm just making sure they're not swimming or anything.
No.
Okay, I'll start wading over that way though. How far can I get sloshing through though?
You can get yourself right up near Brudner. You make it right to about here through the mud and muck.
Okay. So Charles will get right up to Brudnir, and then he'll shoot his bow.
All right, let her rip.
That's a miss.
Oh man, what happened? How'd you miss?
Oh, I'm in like 2-3 feet of water. Just not used to firing these situations.
Excellent.
Not
I like
amphibious.
the way the rolls are going today. This is good stuff. that puts me around to Mordock. What is Mordock doing this round?
Well, let's see. Last round, I helped grow a guy, and I think somebody just got sucked into the mouth. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and cast Titan's Battle Cry,
Ooh,
where I
nice.
will grant +3 to all allies. So
Okay.
we'll attempt that. So
If you roll a critical fail on this spell, I'm going to automatically apply -3 to everybody.
Do it.
Oh, you're mean.
Do it.
okay, got
That's
it. Well,
brilliant.
Do not.
all right. So we're going to roll, and 14 + 5.
Okay. Fantastic. Everybody gets +3 to their attacks. Now, Titan's Battle Cry, does it have a timer on it? It's just one round, right?
Just one
Next
round.
roll.
It's the first time everybody, if for one round, will be
It's
able
not round.
to.
It's the next
to do
attempt.
that.
Next attempt,
Yeah,
yes.
the next attempt.
So,
But also, just FYI, the growth went down a thing. If you're tracking the growth of the guy that I grew, he had
Darren?
3 rounds.
Darren.
It's now 2 rounds. Yeah.
I went down around to 2. I think it was 3 rounds, so he went down to 2.
Yep. Okay. All right, Mordock. What happens with that spell? You can give me a little bit of description on how that works.
Well, I think after seeing the guy get pulled off the boat, I decided to just stand up to my full size and sing a bit of a bardic melody and just shriek to bolster everybody's morale. That, kind of a guttural roar. So everybody's like, "Oh yeah, we got this guy behind us. We're good to go."
Nice. Even the frogs, they chirp in with your beautiful singing.
The frogs start chirping.
Yeah, you can
That's
hear
great.
the swamp sort of comes alive with the sounds of frogs in from your beautiful voice. All right, Darren.
Right. See now. And I'll just step. I'll move back here.
Okay.
Stay on land, stable land, and I'll fire off. Shot. And we had a +3 this round. You said.
Yep.
All right.
Um,
Take a.
You're breaking up a little bit.
Oh, sorry. Sure.
I'm assuming you're firing at one of these guys. While
The
Darren,
same one, Kermit. Right.
okay, so while you're firing at Kermit, I'm going to have Clunge and Mordock make dexterity checks as again, +3 to the deal, because as soon as Darren steps off this raft in his giant form, the raft sort of resets itself. It flattens itself out.
And 5. That's a total of 6, 11. 11. Fuck. I want to hit this guy. There. I'll spend a hero point.
All right.
Seven. I'll
7.
roll again.
7 points on Kermit.
Ooh, that's a hit. And I'll another 7.
Wow. All right, this frog he's becoming a hot pincushion. Oh, it rolled over to 18.
What was it before? Was it 20?
No, I think
Like
it was less. It was like a 13
It
or
was a
something.
6.
Shit. So that's another 7. Sorry, that's 8. 8.
Okay.
And dead? Or I'll reroll again.
Nope, that one sinks into the mud. You can describe how you kill this thing. You filled it full of arrows. It looks like a pincushion.
I'm gonna say I hit it so many times, so rapidly with electricity that it started sizzling, and it's like a frog in a microwave. Its head just blood,
Oh, wow.
blood and guts and
Frogs like
gore
anyone?
everywhere.
It's not easy being green.
Oh, it's also not easy being goo.
Now,
We'll
Clunge and Mordock, did you make your agility checks?
I shall do it now.
No.
All right. So both
So
of
I
you.
will
No.
spend.
Nice.
So I will spend a hero coin.
Okay, you rolled an
Just try
8.
and make it.
With your hero coin, you got to get a 6 on your hero coin.
Unless that's his Titan's Cry effect.
Oh, yeah, plus your 3. So 8 plus 11 plus 8. Okay, so you almost for a second think that you're going to go overboard and land in this murky swamp, but at the last second you managed to grab onto something, and yeah, you're good. You're golden. You're back on the. You've maintained your footing. Clunge is safe. What about Mordock? Mordock rolled a 2.
I'm gonna go head first into the swamp.
All right, you tumble overboard. You're gonna bloosh. There you go into the drink. Yeah, you get a nice mouthful of turgid. Erect. Turgid is erect, is it not? So that doesn't really fit. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't want to have a mouthful of turgid. I don't want to have a mouthful of erect anything, actually. But yeah.
All right. So yeah, you get a mouthful of nice swamp water as you fall into the drink. Darren, we're going to go back to you because you're still not finished.
I pivot just slightly to hit the other one.
Sure.
Its brother, Guy, be going out of business soon. Yeah, all right.
Darren's on a hot streak. I can't wait for you to roll a 1.
7 points, and give me 20. Happen. 6. Come on. This is like the one of the longest chains I've ever done.
Yep, this is a big
Still
one.
going?
Yeah, this hasn't stopped.
Bitch.
It's amazing.
It's 9.
Oh shit! I forgot what I was at. I just deleted
That's not
it.
here for you to target, so you're on a roll.
6, 5, 11, and it's a miss. Finally, the chain ends, and he
Wow.
just smoke coming off his fingers, and he's got like he starts licking his hands, like shit, my fingers. Done.
Nice. Stace, he has a weapon that if he rolls
Yeah,
over
called
13,
the crossbow of OP. Got it.
right? Yeah, if you roll over 13, it's a quiver, I believe, is what it is. And if he rolls over
Lightning quiver,
13,
yeah.
he fires again.
Starter.
And it's a starter
That's
item.
awesome.
So yeah,
Yeah, that's awesome.
that explains that. It's just a fucking, it's like a rapid fire spray of arrows that shoots out of this thing until at last he finally misses, leaving the frog, Kermit's brother, rather fucking pissed off at you. My rotation value is going to go down to a 1. We come around next time. I'll make some shit happen. But this frog is fucking not happy with you. He's going to do a standing leap. And yeah, he's coming right at you, Darren. Let's see what happens here. If he hits you, fucking 7. What's your armor class?
12.
All right. So just as this thing goes to leap towards you, you must have at some point damaged one of its legs. It cocks one leg out wide, and it ends up leaping over in this general direction where it lands in the swamp next to Clunge.
Can I try and
anyone?
can I try and grab its leg as it flies over the top of me? Then.
Is that what you want to do?
Holding something?
Oh yeah.
It's gonna here I'm
Grab
gonna
something.
yeah it spring leaps over this way. Yeah, you can tell that it was going for Darren. Actually, I'm gonna put it right behind you, right over here, because this will be something cool that Clunge can do. As it lands over here, you could see that it was trying to leap into Darren and take him out, but with its one leg, it just sort of went way off to the right. Like a shanked golf ball. This thing meant to go one way, and it leaped off to the right. Its left leg is dangling. As it lands in the swamp, however, it it looks at Darren, and it's going to try and lash out at Darren with its tongue, and Darren's going to have to make a grappling check. But Clunge, who is on the ready, is going to be able to intercept this tongue. So the tongue leaps out at Darren. Darren, roll your strength check.
20.
That is a 4.
Woo!
Okay,
See.
you rolled a 4. Nope, that was Pete. I got you.
11, and do I have any bonuses? No, it's a straight up 11.
What about
Okay.
the +3 from my wild
Yeah.
wild song? Or,
He used that about 7 bow shots ago.
Yeah.
oh, that's right. Yes, that's right.
11.
Right. Okay. So yeah, this frog grabs onto you in your gigantic size, and it rips you towards it. Kaboosh.
Have any bonuses for being giant size though?
No, well,
Got any strength bonuses from that spell?
You know, it doesn't say that on the spell. I was just doing it so you couldn't get swallowed in one gulp because
Right.
because I thought you were an elf, and I thought you were smaller, but you're a normal sized elf.
So what happens is because you're still so gigantic, this thing wraps its tongue around you. Now, you don't naturally become stronger. You just get bigger. You know, the particles in your body maybe expand to twice the distance. Maybe you something along those lines. But as you come flying towards this thing, it didn't take into account the fact that you're fucking 12 feet tall, and you smash into it with like brute force. You don't get wrapped up in its mouth because you are gigantic. But yeah, you are standing right in front of this thing, and it's staring you down eye to eye. And we're going to leave it there because Clunge failed his agility attack.
Yeah, I think he fell in the drink.
Plunge.
That's going to put me around to Rufus.
Okay, so Rufus again. He's going to turn around. He's going to look. Fuck, he's over there now. And he's going to start sloshing through the muck again. Get to like pretty much where he came from.
Mm-hmm.
And fire another crossbow shot.
All right, let's see if you can do some damage this time. Maybe get a
I
shot
don't
off.
think he will. We'll see, but I do got a +3 to help me out, so we'll see what happens. Nope. Red plume technology fails again, sir.
Yeah, shot goes wide.
The
Another.
good news is we're going to be able to collect all these dead birds and have a good roast tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So there's an upside.
plus frog legs.
Yes. Frog's legs and chicken. Swamp chicken.
Yeah, as this third bird gets, you hear it drop way off in the distance. Kaspoosh. It makes this weird caw every time one of them dies. They're like, "Caw-caw!" And then sploosh as another one dies. You hear the canopy of the marsh start to come alive.
Oh no, this is awful. Fantastic.
Now they're all not really standing upright, but I'm going to put these birds over here, and I'm going to let's shake them together. There you go. Look at that. They almost all stood up. There we go. I got them that time. Yeah, there you go. I mean, they're dead birds, but really just imagine that they have like feathers and stuff on them. Right?
Good old swamp chickens.
And as you glance over to them, Rufus, you realize that, every time you fire off into the canopy and make these weird sort of, you see the bird that falls into the swamp looks like these birds that are now sort of swirling overhead high up in the canopy, flying through. They're starting to dart and they're starting to dive. They're starting to weave. They're coming after you. Clunge,
Nice.
you see this as well. A giant swarm of these weird-looking marshland birds, predator birds, birds of prey. Hello, Clunge. You might be muted. Are you muted, stupid?
Yeah, I'm muted, stupid. So how many of these goddamn birds are there?
Right now there's like a swarm of them. We're just going to call it a swarm. They fly in a group.
Oh, swarm. Okay, so from in the swamp, he'll have a go with his crossbow then, and sort of fire into the swarm and see if we can do anything. or not, as the case may be.
All right.
Yeah, baby.
All
On
right.
fire now.
Fantastic. You finally hit something. I mean, it's kind of hard to miss. You're firing into a swarm of these things.
So that'd be 6. And then let's see if he does his rapid fire. Now. All fingers and thumbs. He's trying to copy what Darren's doing with this fast fire thing, but he's obviously sort of
All right.
fingers
So
and thumbs.
you hit one of these birds, these giant birds of prey. Maybe right in the neck, you're not quite sure. But this bird sort of just immediately stiffens up like a giant dart, and then just comes flying down into the pond and splashes into the drink. Oh, I got to turn that up a little bit because nobody probably heard that.
Nope.
Spladoosh. Bird lands in the water right near your feet. You managed to take out one bird out of the swarm. That's a good job.
Good.
Well, at least somebody's hitting something today.
Brudnir.
Okay. Birds to the left of me, frogs in the front of me.
Birds to the left of me, frogs to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle again.
Get out my utility knife and head over to Rufus, who's taped to the chair. How big are Daron and Kermie?
Well, Darren is probably 12 foot tall. Now, this big frog here, I'm going to say he's about this. Well, he's about 6 feet tall. He shouldn't be quite as big as Darren. He should actually be smaller. But it's better when they're cool. It's cooler when they're bigger.
Right.
And they are standing toe to toe.
Do I have enough movement to hop onto the raft and vault onto Darren's shoulders?
If you can make your dexterity check, I'm going to say hell yeah. Get her done. Now that's all. I should. Shit. God damn it! I should have said that. I should have said that would be a hard.
First attempt.
Okay.
Oh, it's a hard.
I should have said, but I didn't.
The Titan's Cry.
Right. So that's a success. I should have said it was a hard check, but I didn't, and you rolled. So we're going to leave it at that. So you hop onto the Titanic. What happened to the SS McFucking Farty Rafty face?
It's sinking slowly now.
That was its functional name.
There you go. You leap onto Darren's shoulders, 12 feet, climb up his back. You do have those winged boots and stuff, so that sort of explains how you quickly make your way around the marsh.
All right, that's all I wanted to do.
Okay, so you're just
ride the big guy.
You're just on his shoulders.
No, I'm gonna assist him. I'm gonna just make rolls to give him aid. So whatever he's doing, I'm gonna try to make it better.
Okay, so what would be the
12. It depends on what roll that is.
Right, we're gonna say intelligence, I guess, something along those lines. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see what Darren, who's totally not compensating for something, is gonna do when it comes around to his turn. Stace, you're in the drink. Mordock, you're laying in the drink. You got a nice mouthful of swamp water,
which is always delicious and good for you, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Invigorating.
So I think what I'm going to do is I have to stand. How does the stand work in ICRPG?
You just stand up, but you're going to lose half your movement.
Yeah, that's fine. I wasn't going anywhere anyway. So, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stand. And I'm going to see that swarm of birds that just came in. And knowing that one of them just, was diving, I'm going to cast Freeze, which should immobilize a cloud. It'll send a cloud of cold air. Freeze will emit a cloud of freezing cold to a near range, immobilizing enemies for 1d4 rounds.
Okay, sorry, I was not paying attention. I was being a horrible game master. Zovia was in the chat there. She's like, "Wow, nice raft," because it is actually her raft that she drew.
Yeah, that's right.
So, which spell?
The link.
What spell were you going to do?
So I was going to do freeze. Right?
Okay.
Emit a cloud of freezing cold to a near range, immobilizing enemies for 1d4.
Wow.
rounds.
Okay. And you just
I'm going to try to get as many of those birds as I can. And if I can freeze them and they can't move, I'm assuming they'll drop to the ground and we can just pound them to jelly.
Okay, well, those birds are far too far away. But you could get
they're far too far?
Yeah. You gotta. So near is within basically like 6 inches, right? Now this isn't to scale, but if I was to like rotate this around, you would see that they're sort of just on the outskirts of the 6.
So
And-
if it's not to scale, then why are you even using it?
Right. That's.
But yeah, no, okay, I get it.
Make
I
it
get
smaller.
You know, if this ruler actually measured things, here's how.
Yeah.
That's right. Here's
Right?
a ruler, but don't look at any of the marks on it.
Exactly. You guys, you got it all figured out now.
Yeah. Hey, no
Yeah.
worries. I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and still cast freeze.
Yep.
But let me go ahead and just go it after Kermie's brother.
Okay. So yeah,
See if I can immobilize that dude.
the ruler being insulted by you and your funny comments about how it's not to scale has splashed some water and mud and dirt in your face, making this a hard check because you're a fucking jerk.
Wow.
Well, okay, so that sucks because
Fair.
I only got an 11.
Okay, and was that third round? So you got like one more on your timer, I think.
Yeah, one more. This will be after this. It'll be one more.
I'm hoping you duff on your next one too. Just saying, Darren, what are you doing?
But also decrement his largeness to 1, so he only has 1 round remaining.
I'm going
Okay.
to say that I think this is my last round of being sized. Being I'm in such close combat, I don't think it'd be kind of awkward to shoot him with a bow.
Well, I think it'd be really awkward considering you have Brudnir on your shoulders.
Well, that too. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to Life Drinker.
Okay.
And I will stab him with it.
All right.
Basically, a weapon. I guess it's just a standard weapon attack. Yeah. Which weapon heals having endemic? I'm not hurt, but anyways.
Life drinker.
Stabby McStabby. 12. What do I add? Just my strength, or what do you?
Yeah, for me, melee it's strength.
Okay.
Well, that's 12. I think that's a miss.
Fantastic. Now, Brudnir is on your shoulders. He wanted to help you in some way. So because you rolled strength, I'm going to say, Brudnir, you roll your strength.
No, you roll your strength.
The same skill. If you succeed, you're going to make that an easy check for Darren. Maybe you're guiding.
That's a 14.
You fucking son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. All right, so you see him drop his bow. He pulls out the Life Drinker sword. As he lurches forward, he's just about to miss. And I don't know. You can describe, how do you help Darren stab Life Drinker into Kermit?
I don't know. I just had this vision of when he's big that I was some anime girl on some mecha shoulders going, "Oh, get him!"
He pulls on my ears, the pointed ears, his handles.
Yeah.
Turn this way.
Yeah, it's just like that rat controlling the chef.
I grab his ears. I grab his big long elf ears and steer him.
Wow, I don't know how my game got so out of control all of a sudden, but all right, Darren, that's going to be a success then.
He points to damage. I don't think it does anything else. Let me see this.
Do you have weapon?
And it's a magic weapon. Oh, was magic weapon still a weapon, or is it fall under a different magical effort? What does it do?
Magic.
Magic effort. Hold on. Then I roll. That doesn't count. Do 6 points then. +4 to my magic effort. So I'm assuming that's how you do it. So
Wow.
2 + 6. +4, 6.
Okay, so I'm going to add another 3
I
points.
heal half any damage, but I have none. So
All right, excellent. All right, so yeah, okay, I am, I don't even know what to say. You guys are like full on Mad Max and the Thunderdome in me here. That puts it around
Master
to
Blaster.
my turn. Rufus, this
shite.
spawn of birds is solely going to attack you. I should flip them over. I'm going to put them here like this. I'm going to lock them in place.
Skills.
Yeah, they're swooping down in your general direction. These are some kind of weird, crazy, sort of not really velociraptor swampy birds, but these weird marshland birds of prey. Pointy beards. They swoop really fast. They're almost like a dirge, I would say. A dirge is like a D&D bird that flies
like a sturge,
in, right?
Sturge.
Is that what it's called? Sturge? Maybe I fucking miscalled it.
They attack in They attack. They're like giant mosquitoes, and they attack in flocks.
And here we go. So we're gonna try and smash these birds into you.
Nice.
Fucking ting 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 ting
Nope.
ting ting ting. It sounds like popcorn. These birds is smashing into your armor, bouncing off your shields. I think every one of them takes damage, don't they?
They all, 3 damage.
So, because I made them sort of all just a one hit bird or one hit point kind of flock. These. Oh, I gotta unlock them. Yes,
They're skewered on the spiked shield, dude.
Right.
It's just like a hummingbird against a window.
Right.
Nice.
Right. I should have
Brilliant.
put a little bit
Well
more
done.
kaboosh. There we go. Oh, this
we're,
guy.
We're eating good tonight, boys.
Frog legs and chicken wings. Woohoo!
Yep.
All right. So there's just a swarm of bees or these little bird-like creatures pound into your shield, impaling themselves. They smash off of your armor, and just fall into the muck and the marsh in the swamp right around you. Eventually, they come up floating, and well done, fucking guy. Frogman is going to do a bite attack on the big man. Come on, please roll me something. 13 plus 2 is 15. What's your armor class, Darren?
Of
12?
basketball phone.
Yes. All right. So this bite is going to do a whopping this roll plus 3. So 5 points of damage as this toad's teeth sink into you.
Plus 3. 6.
6 points of damage you take from the bite. You are grappled in its mouth. Well, not really so much grappled in its mouth. I guess it's clommed onto you. It's chomping on you, holding you into maybe I'm going to say it's got you around one of your arms, and its teeth are bared down. You're also going to take 1 second.
Right. Does it
Go
start
ahead.
at the beginning of the round, or is it at the end of the round? This attack.
This attack is it's going to be the next. So that when it comes around to your turn, you're still going to be grappled. This thing's going to be dead. I mean, let's face it, you guys are fucking killing it crazily. But yeah, it gloms onto your arm, takes a nice big sort of. It doesn't take a bite out of you, but it's just sort of stuck on you. You feel these small little teeth pierce through your arm. I'm just trying to. You can tell I'm fucking half reading something here. There's also going to be poison damage. This thing's got some kind of like. Yeah, but I'm not going to make it actually take poison damage. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make you take a Constitution check. And if you fail your Constitution check,
Yep.
you are mildly paralyzed. You can feel you just kind of sit there, lock up for this round. So yeah, you're not going to get a chance to do anything this round. You're going to be locked up willy for this round. Brudnir is just hanging out on your shoulders though, but you don't fall over. Oh, wait a second. Go ahead, Darren.
I said until it yanks me off my feet or something. Yeah.
That's possible. The birds are dead. Threat, streets, and timer die is at a 1, so I'm going to roll this son of a gun. Let's get some good rolls going on here. And it lands at a 2. I'm going to say that I would like everybody to make me... what am I going to do here? What would be spirit? Spirit would be constitution. Make me a constitution check. If you succeed, you're going to get an easy check. Seeing all of the swarm smash into Rufus's shield, and they drop. The one frog's down. You guys are kind of embolstered, even though there's one frog left. But you realize that you're coming out the backside of this battle. Things are looking up. And if you succeeded on your constitution check, your spirits are suddenly, what's the word I'm looking for? You are bolstered.
Yeah.
Emboldened.
You're emboldened, yes. And if you failed, then it's just a normal, so they would have just been a bonus. That
Not gonna
said,
roll anyways.
puts me around to Rufus. Rufus, you're feeling pretty good about this, buddy.
Rufus is going to, again, slog through the water again. Make it, I don't know, here, I guess. Maybe
Okay.
the other side of the boat.
Sure.
And he's going to take another shot, hope for the best.
All right. Maybe you can hit a thing this time.
Probably not. He didn't pass his con check, so. That's a thing. Holy shit, that's a hit. Wow.
Roll some
Impressive.
damage.
That's a big whop of 3.
All right. So describe how you finally hit this thing.
Oh, he shoots it, he fires it, hits him, and he lifts his head up and goes, "Oh shit, I did it! Amazing!"
Nice.
And actually kisses the bow. Now he thinks he's a fucking sniper. That wasn't that hard.
That's
now he's Deadeye. He's actually calling his crossbow Deadeye now.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So dumb, but awesome.
Clunge, you're standing right beside him when this happens.
Yeah.
It's your turn. Let her rip, buddy.
Less impressed.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Boom.
What are you doing, Clunge? Make it happen. Make the world turn for me, bro.
It's just not been happening for me. Okay, so he's going to have a final pop with his crossbow of missing, or whatever it's called. Bum, ba, da, bum. Yes.
All right. So what happened, sir?
He's obviously been put off his stroke, hasn't he? He's been distracted by all that's going on around him.
Yeah, your shot goes way off into the drink somewhere.
Yeah.
Rufus looks at you with 100% pure shame in his eyes. Like, how could you miss? Have you not seen me snipe these things?
Just sort of hunches his shoulders. Yeah, whatever.
Well,
Brudnir, you're on top of Darren, who suddenly does not seem to be moving. His limbs have stiffened out. He's in a weird position. The giant toad is latched onto one of his arms, grinding his big gnarly mouth into Darren's arm. You realize something is up.
Okay. And I've got that bonus because I made the con check.
Okay, fantastic.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to run across Darren's arm onto the toad and slap him with my iron palm and flip behind him.
Oh, shit, the iron palm. Excellent. Let her rip.
Oh boy.
Oh, that was... Oh, what bonus do I get?
Well, it would have been an easy check, so that's still going to be a success, right?
Excellent, yeah.
You just make it? You don't have any bonuses to the iron claw?
Oh, that's right. It's a 15.
The iron palm.
3. Right here. So 11 plus a 1 strength plus 3 for the palm. So it's 15 total. So it hits. And then ultimate. Oh, that's a load of crap. Throw a hero point on that. That's better. 10, 12. Because I got the berserk ring.
Okay, do I just take your hero coin?
13 total, yes.
Okay, I've scooped it. 13 points in total damage. You can describe how you kill this giant toad with your iron palm attack.
Keeping with riding a giant kaiju elf into battle, I run across his frozen arm and just slap the frog guy on the head and do a somersault off the back of him as his head explodes behind me and I don't look.
All right. Darren is paralyzed, standing there stiff as a board.
Awesome.
As the head explodes, I'm going to say there's a 50-50 chance that your mouth is open. Let's
go Gary fashion.
I should have. No, I'm going to roll
Again, Colin.
over 50, and you take some frog guts in the mouth. Oh, you're lucky. These frog guts just basically cover your face in bits. You've got particle matter from brains, and it's tiny little brain. You got a couple of teeth embedded into your cheek a little bit, but it's just a superficial wound. Nothing to do really nothing to write home about. Why does that look like it's and yeah? So this thing just sort of slumps off your arm, falls into the drink. A few minutes later, you start to feel your body come back to life, and you're unparalyzed, and you're golden. I'm going to move you over here somewhere, Brudnir, and that's going to be end
That's
scene.
awesome.
Reality.
Let's
It
move.
exploded in your face, and then you just shrank because the growth wore off.
And now that giant spell that was cast by Murdoch.
Yes.
That's right.
Aye, Murdoch. You what's that spell? On a certain part of anatomy. As he says to me, as they're walking through the swamp later, he looks at him. I might need something like that with the ladies. I mean,
I look at you and I go, well, I think that would only make it 2 inches then.
Oh,
Oh.
that burns. That burns like dirt.
Oh, yeah, I've had that burning sensation. It's in
Oh,
Claw's whole house.
I guess I had to do it in centimeters for you guys. Sorry. Got the whole state,
Oh,
Shit. That
metric
hurts
system fails us
it
again.
really hurts my. That was uncalled for. We're back after break.
Okay. That puts us at 8:40. You guys want to take does anybody need to take a whiz, take a quick break, or do any of that kind of stuff?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Quick bio, yeah.
Have at her, and we'll
Perfect.
return in 5.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay. Quick little whiz break there. Refill your deals. And as soon as everybody gets back, we'll fire the sucker up.
Nothing's getting filled.
I was in my mind. I was thinking, take a whiz, fill your coffee.
Okay.
Unless you like drinking your own whiz, I don't know.
I was gonna say, when you jam it all together like that, taking a whiz break to refill your deals. I don't know how they do it in Canada, but we usually just leave it in the toilet and then we flush it.
We just go outside. We're savages. I'll be right back. 1 sec. Wow.
I'm actually going to start the weights soon.
I think
noticed they've even spaced out the benches so they're 6 feet apart. So I'm going to go like 6 in the morning.
I think I'm glad I think I'm glad I muted the channel for a bit there. Everybody's back. I hear everybody but Charles. Where's Charles?
Gonna dump
Charles.
Fucking guy. All right,
I want Charles in charge.
We're gonna start without him. We were on Darren's turn. So Darren, you're standing in the swamp. You can see everything happening around you. The frog's head explodes. You're covered in teeth, brain matter, goop, disgusting, blood drippings from this frog's entire fucking head that's just exploded all over you. Eventually, after 30 seconds or so, you have regained full movement, and you look around. You see that all of the attackers have been dispatched, and you're feeling 100% back to normal.
Awesome sauce.
All right. Is there a thing you want to do before we move on to the next scene?
Oh yeah, we're bagging the swamp chickens.
Okay.
We're bagging them for dinner.
Okay. Fantastic. So I'm going to say that it's roughly 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a nice day out. It's kind of hard to tell because being that you're in this marsh with these these huge trees, a lot of the sunlight gets blocked out. You can see these sort of wisps of sunlight gleaming between the tree branches, bouncing off the marsh waters and stuff. But it is a very wet, swampy marshland. Hence the raft. You can raft everywhere. There's little pockets where there might be a dry patch here.
A dry, swampy marshland, is it?
Well, sometimes, yeah, it's just that time of year. You know what I mean? It's that time of year where the rains have kicked up, and it's these waters are here to stay. It's not like in some spots it could be 5-6 feet deep. Or some other times, maybe this marshland's not so wet, and maybe the tide comes in. Because check this out, Pete. Things that you can do. I can make the water level go up and down. Oh, wait a second. I'm moving something completely different. That's not good.
You blew it.
Why are you guys so mean to me? There we go. Now I can make the waters go up and down. I remembered. See? Look. Now it's dry. And look, now it's wet. The waters.
I'm wet, Gary. I'm wet.
Excellent. I love it. Okay, so you bag up the chickens. Let's just quickly go around the table. Nothing. I'm going to leave the timer because you guys have killed it. There's nothing on the go. So over the course of the next sort of 3 hours, you guys. Before we leave the swamp scene, Rufus, what are you doing? Everything's dispatched. You're standing there looking at Darren covered in goop.
I'm cleaning myself.
Oh, Darren's no, Rufus is, like I say, he's collecting field chickens and start cleaning them up.
Okay, so
we're gonna have us a fry here, boys.
Nice, you're gonna do that. I'm not gonna make you make any kind of a check for any of that kind of shit. Pete, what are you doing while they're collecting these chickens and cleaning them up for dinner? Hello, Peter.
Oh, me, I didn't
Clunge.
hear you say my name. You went quiet. I just heard you. Clunge is looking at his bow. He obviously thinks there's something wrong with it, so he's banging on the raft. He's sort of shaking it. He's sort of looking at the thing to see why it's not working properly.
Mm-hmm. Charles, what's Brudner doing?
Brudner's actually going to check over the raft to make sure it's not damaged too much.
Okay.
Fixing any damage that's there.
Sure. It seems to be in fine shape. I mean, besides the fact that Darren hopped on one side of it and basically turned it sort of somewhat into the Titanic, there might be a bit of extra marsh water in it that you could sort of bail out to make your swamp adventures go smoother. Mordock, what are you doing before we take off here?
I think what I'll do is I'll take a look at the dead frogs, maybe look for some weaknesses in case we encounter them again.
Okay.
For something like maybe see if their tongue is attached to the front, how much that can be just pulled right off, and how sharp their teeth are and the like.
Excellent. Okay, I'm not going to retcon this, but what I am going to say is, Rufus, you're cleaning these chickens. There is a chance that you might get some, maybe cut its intestines, get some shit on some of the meat, and maybe, poison your crew in some way. So I'm going to make you make a wisdom check. I'm going to change the difficulty down to 10 because there's nothing going on right now. The coast is clear. So it's not going to be like, an extreme kind of a deal. But let's see how much meat you get off this. Maybe you can, succeed graciously. Oh, that was almost a fucking, there it goes. Okay, 15. Nice. So yeah, you managed to clean all these birds off, skin their pelts off, take their shit off, and clean their feathers up and make a nice amount of meat for a good feast for everybody. Pete, Clunge said he was banging his bow. So you're looking at this thing.
That's what we do over here in Blighty. We bang our bows.
Wait a second.
I guess what happens in the swamp stays in the swamp.
Sweet. I'm gonna take a hero coin because I made a funny. You guys all laughed at me, so I'm gonna use that against you one time. Even that's a new rule. You're banging your bow. You're smashing. You're smashing your bow in the deal. You think something's wrong with it. Maybe you take a few shots into the marsh. Try and figure out how this thing works. Why your aim is off. And so I'm gonna
aim. It's the bow.
Okay. Well, make a dexterity check as you're shooting this thing. Actually, I'm going to let you choose Dex or Wisdom. It doesn't matter. Your modifier is the same. Sweet. Okay, so you take a few shots with this bow into the wilderness. Suddenly you realize, okay, maybe the moisture is tugging on my armor or my cloth, and it's making my arm stick, and I'm not getting the right lift on my shots. And after a couple of shots, you're like, okay, this is good. So your next shot, because you made that success, is going to be an easy attempt with that bow. Only counts towards a bow shot. Your next bow shot.
Yep.
Brudnir, what were you doing again? I forgot. Sorry, buddy.
Repairing the boat.
Repairing the boat. Okay, so your choice. Make me either a wisdom or int check, or even a dex check if you want. Whatever modifier you want to put into it. You start bailing the boat out, tying up some ropes, cinching some things up.
I do my charisma check.
All right.
I charm the boat back together.
Well, yeah, I think, yeah, sure. Okay. I want to take your hero coin away for that, for being a fucking dink. Now we go around Mordok. Mordok, what was it that you said you were going to do? You're looking at these toads. Make me your choice, intelligence or wisdom.
So we'll add 5 to this bad boy.
Wow. Okay. So I'm going to let you describe what it is that you figure out about these frogs that's going to give you an advantage if you encounter them again.
So as I'm moving this frog head around, I see that the tongue is attached to the front of their mouth. So I'll know to maybe stay off to the side and don't get directly in front of the frog. So that way I'll avoid his tongue attack.
Excellent. Fantastic. Okay, so I'm gonna give you an advantage too. Anytime if you come across giant toads again, you're gonna have a bit of knowledge that's gonna help you out there. Darren,
all right.
You see,
I'll be using my healing touch spell, the one spell Darren actually knows to cover damage. He's going to be cleaning himself and then whispering some words under his breath and healing, trying to
let her rip. So that's going to be a wisdom check.
20.
Oh!
Happens.
Oh wow, man, that is fucking
check.
Yeah.
I called it too, man.
Something
about
a
home run when you're at the plate and you're saying right field and you point and get it 8 back. I healed everything. So
okay,
fucking Babe Ruth, that one.
Wow, well done, man. Yeah, you feel in tune with the swamps, man. Maybe the marsh is your spirit animal, so to speak. Yeah.
Maybe, eh?
You find some roots, you find some herbs. You got all the stuff that you need to heal yourself right up in this one fine place. You guys are hanging out for 30 minutes or so as the birds are cleaned and the raft gets repaired. You hop back on it and you make your way into the marshlands. Then Rufus is steering the boat, I'm assuming. He seems to have been doing most of it. So you're pushing this boat through the swamplands. Navigating the channels, following the currents. It's 3 hours later. Actually, that's going to be this is my turn. I'm going to put my rotation value down to 1. And again, I'm going to make everybody make a constitution check. If you fail, your next attempt is going to be hard because the swamp is overbearing. It is not a thing that you guys are used to. If you succeed, nothing. There's no penalties. Oh,
nice.
We're just waiting for Charles and Darren.
And a miss.
10 plus.
It's just a 10. Yeah, it's a success. 10 is the difficulty.
Beautiful. There you go.
Pete, did you succeed on your constitution check? Okay, so
fail.
Pete and Charles. Charles, do you have any bonuses to your constitution?
Not enough.
Okay, fantastic. So you two guys fail your check, man. The swamps, the bugs, everything's sort of getting at you. You got an itch in your craw. You got some soggy bottoms. Every once in a while, some weird, gigantic moth-like thing shoots by, and
Is it 10? Is it the target number?
yes.
All right. In that case, Clunge passed.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. The flies buzzing around. Something about the swamp. Let me turn the volume down that a little bit because those guys get a little bit out of control. There we go. Got some bubbling water. Got a nice sort of, well, that's not playing. Occasional freaky sounds. Got some frogs in the background, a wind, insects flying by, all of this stuff. 3 hours pass. You're pushing through the murky swamps. You come out. Let me load the map for you. Actually, Rufus is pushing the deal here. Everybody, make me a wisdom perception check to see if when you come around a cloister cluster. Oh, Dragon Pete. All right, so.
My +5, so I have a 12.
Okay, so as you guys are pushing through the swamps, you're swatting flies away, these big weird moths that come shooting out every once in a while. Some kind of crazy fish pops up out and looks at you with its weird sort of bulgy eyeball. Let me load my map. I don't think I want this one.
What's the eyeball fish map? Here it is.
This is not the map that I wanted. Where is my map?
Some bitch.
I think you might have left it in your other pants.
Oh, I know. I think I know how to find it. I think I got to clear this, and go see all. I think it's.
Gary doesn't have his map pants on today.
No, I didn't put the link into it. 1.5.
You should go on YouTube. There's some good tutorials on how to use this software, guy.
Yeah.
If only there was a guy online who did tutorials.
Where's my swamp map? The spillway, the treatment, Alfheim battle. Okay, so it's got to be one of these. Maybe I just don't remember what I called it. There's 1.5. There's 1.4. Counting of Fire, the Goblin Slayer, Secret Prison, Undercrypt. 1.6 is Swamp Map. Maybe I didn't add it to the map yet, guys. Maybe I duffed big time. Let's go. Objects. DDEX.
Gary always duffing.
Gary failing his int rolls again.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Don't know how Eric puts up with him.
Ooh. That's fired.
What the frickin' frack is going on here? This is not good, boys.
Good job with twitching this to the world.
Yeah, that's all right. You know what? You can't win them all.
Pro, Gary.
Swamplands 1, I've got that. And map 3 swamp. I don't know where my map is at. It's a good thing I have this nice, entertaining swamp noise going on in the background. Oops, not new. Not what I want to do. See all. Treatment, the spillway, the ruby arrow, the island. What is this? I think this is the map that we were just on. Right? This is not the map. God damn it. DDEX.
Here, I'll start looking for it. What does it look like?
The catacombs.
Did you look at the last place he left it?
Okay, we're going to have to do a thing here. Just bear with me. I got to find my map. So I'm going to go to clear, end, games. We are going to save the Adventurers League table. This is me doing a fix right here. So we're going to overwrite this. Okay, I'm going to take you to my work table. Come along for the journey, everybody.
Ooh.
Because I know I made the map, but maybe I didn't do a thing with it that I was supposed to. There we go. Okay, so objects.
This is like the DVD when you go behind the scenes, isn't it?
L-I.
Bonus content.
Lizard King Isle. Okay.
I thought
Here we
we were in the bloopers reel, actually.
Back to the Adventurers League table. Give everybody a second to load this thing in. I realized that... oh, it's still not quite there.
Do you not save it, no?
No, I didn't import the map. Come on. Loading complete. All right, here we go.
Drum roll.
Objects. The map is called something completely different. It is this one here. And for now, I'm just going to drop this link here. Here we go. Okay, sorry guys, I fixed it. The Titanic is in these bushes here, kabloosh, throughout the swamps, and everybody's characters, I believe, is over here on the map. So I'm going to ring-a-jingle these and put you all on here. Okay, game, set, match, bitches. I fixed it, or at least figured it out.
Boys.
Okay.
Seamlessly done.
Thank you. That should have been a little more flawless, but for some reason I forgot to import this map. I should have looked last night, but I was... Never mind. I got no excuse. I suck. Fuck you guys.
You get what you pay for, right?
Yeah. As you're pushing through the swamps and the sun is starting to set, you know, it's getting darker out. I'm actually even going to do this because I should be using my light effects. Let's go to dusk. All right. You know that high above the canopy, the sun is still beaming. You know, it's still up, but you've come into about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. The sun is far off into the distance. The sunlight that streams through the trees and is starting to diminish a little bit. You can feel that it's starting to get to be nighttime. And I believe Pete rolled a natural 20 on that, or was it?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. So you call out to Rufus to stop the boat. Because through these copse of trees here, you see this Y-shaped island. In the center of a massive, slowly swirling eddy is a long island that appears to be taller and larger at one end. So from your vantage point, you can see two distinct encampments of lizard folk, which would be this one and this one over here. Each of them has a ragged banner with a different kind of marking on them that sort of signifies what tribe they are. And you can just see the top of a third banner over these fences. You can't really see what's going on in, I want to say, this area down here on the far side. But you realize that there's a third banner over there. Pete's crazy perception roll there has led him to receive all of the information because he's just that sharp. There, you can see the top of a third banner hidden behind a cluster of 6 massive drums in the center of the island. 2 large wooden cages lashed together from tree trims dominate each encampment, and one appears to contain humanoids. Animal-like sounds from the other ones simply imply they hold livestock. Each cage has tall poles with winged decorations, similar to those on the outer island. About a dozen lizard folk roam each encampment. Some are guarding cages, while the others work on large rafts at the water's edge. The lizard folk seem more interested in keeping an eye on the other groups than watching out for you. They're not paying attention. There's really nobody on guard. They're kind of more looking at each other than they are looking at what's going on in the swamp around them. Even though there's only a weird copse of bushes in this area by the raft, there is actually more, surrounding bushes and trees all around this. You can feel the current of the water. You can see on the map the way that the water flows. I left it on here. This is actually the original print for this map that I just sort of colored in and dropped onto the table. So you would naturally, if you just let your raft go, the waters push this way around the island, around to the backside. You can see the Marsh camp is right up here with a couple of cages. As you guys hang out in the trees, you can tell that each one of these two encampments has probably 10 to 15 lizard men at each one of these. And so you are assuming that at the far end over here, where the other flag is flying, that there's the same. In the center of this main encampment here is a gigantic lizard man's head on a pole. And half of the head has been what looks like has been melted away as if, it was sort of dipped in acid or something like that. And as the lot of you are looking on, you'll see that there is the effects of acid. There's trees that are singed, sort of liquefied on one end. They're not sharply cut down. You can tell that whatever, did the damage to this lizard king used acid to sort of melt it away. The drums are playing because the nighttime has arrived. Do I have drums in my deal here? I don't know if I do. And, okay, I don't have drums in my deal, so that's fine. So you hear these drums in the middle are all being played by different lizard men. Let me put some lizard men in there. Control C. I'll put a couple of Carls playing the drums in the center. So that is what you see. A copse of trees. There's bushes here and there's. There's broken huts that have been blasted by some kind of acidic damage, melted, singed, and broken. There's a giant skull in the center from a lizard king guy that looks like it's been annihilated with some kind of acid damage. And then, a bunch of lizard men in each surrounding tribes. You see their cages, from what you're gathering, you can tell this is where they're storing the people. They have two separate cages, one for animals and one's for humans. And that's kind of all you sort of ascertain from all of that, sort of the whole picture, which puts me around to Rufus. You pull the raft into a bunch of trees, a bunch of bushes, peer through the bushes for a few minutes, and that's kind of what you see.
Neat. Well, we are in search of Jimmy's family there, so my suggestion is we need to get to shore and we need to start investigating those cages for signs of life.
Yeah, I was going to suggest that we either sort of go for somewhere like one of the copses to land by, one of the ends of one of the points.
Right.
All right.
We should have skinned one of those lizard men and wearing their hides like our.
That would have been awesome. We're going to do free for all right now because this is sort of like we could go around in ICRPG, but I'm going to give you guys a minute to sort of make a plan. Come up with some things. Everybody talks amongst yourselves. You're all hanging out on this raft. We're going to put it into, say, like a 5-minute kind of, not in real time, but you guys take a few minutes to discuss your options and figure out what's going on. And I'm gonna throw the microphone over to you guys and let you sort of figure out what your plan of attack is.
I just have one quick question.
Noah, I won't have sex with you.
No, Gary, that wasn't the question.
Again.
They were remotely close. Again, stop insisting. Quick question. Dragon that they fought. How much do we Assuming what kind of dragon? When they told me about this dragon, did it breathe fire or something, or what did it breathe?
You guys-
it was a venom. It was what the hell was it? It was a purple dragon, right, guys?
What did it breathe on every?
Which is more. I think your acids in that, I believe.
Okay, so are we dealing with another dragon here? Seeing
Likely,
that's what I'm thinking.
I mean, one down. How many more to go?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. It obviously something killed their leader with acid and did a lot of damage to their huts and whatnot. So I'm assuming a big entity which somehow expels acid, which would mean likely another dragon, larger one.
Yeah, the last dragon that you guys fought was called Rithnax, and it was a black dragon wormling, and it does shoot acid. The reason that you know its name was Rithnax is because you were sort of spying on Ellison as he was talking to the dragon, and you heard him oversay its name, and as he was talking to it. So,
where there's a wormling, there's a worm.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Because if we sail too far, sort of down, sort of across the water, the likelihood is we're going to be seen, isn't it? So we sort of want to try and get to land if we can, or
Can we do some kind of mist? I know that from I can do like a true sight or some kind of a double far distance where I can see details. So if we wanted to do some kind of a recon, I can help with that. But can anybody like make fog or do something that'll like hide us from our moving?
Yeah, it's definitely not my skill set, that one.
no.
I mean, if that's the case, I think we'll just have to. I think Clench had the right idea. Hit the points. Right around. I think. What are we looking? Hit our closest point. See if we can stealth our way into.
Yeah.
That would
shore up on there.
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
I was thinking of there as well, sort of the end point. Yeah.
Which area? Sorry, which endpoint did you want to go to?
This one
let's see
here.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, right
And then
there.
we got to cover then, haven't we, for the rest of the island? That's what you go on.
Sounds like a plan. We'd have to. If we're at the bottom of the map, we're right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're in this bottom corner here. So I mean, our luck dictates that we're going to go to the first one, and then wherever the kid's family is, it's going to be the last one. That's how it's going to turn out.
I think they're probably in the center somewhere, right? Because that looks like.
Are you implying this is a railroad? Are you?
I'm implying. I know my luck. I know my luck dictates that.
Choo-choo.
So what's the plan? Are we kind of heading towards the south, or do we want to, while these trees are real close, do we want to move right into the land and try to land where those trees are and stay hidden?
I think that might be the best bet. We land in there. So I mean, I don't know how deep it is right here. I mean, if it's consistent with the rest of the swamp, we should be able to disembark and just walk.
We'll be going a bit against current this way, but at least we'll, we can make our way over there.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is roughly 5 p.m. The sun is still up. The drums are being played lightly. You can just sort of hear these lizard men, or you can actually see them through the picketed fence playing these drums. They walk up, they start thrumming on them lightly. You can see them stretching a little bit, like they're getting ready to actually like truly play these things. But there's just sort of like a light melodic drum thrumming sound in the background. Boom, boom, boom. Each time these claw guys, Ringo, Neil, and whoever else is out there, start smashing on these drums. You can see that these drums emit some kind of weird sort of blue light. That it's almost, I want to say like flash, like lightning, quick flashes from lightning. So they're banging on the drums, boom, 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 and then each one of them would spark and emanate this weird sort of blue light from them, which is sort of really unusual. But you can tell from where you're at that these guys they're really not playing them yet. They're just sort of practicing and warming up. Every time they strike one of these drums, the sound is carried and there's a flash of blue light. So you know that you can surmise that these drums that they're playing are sort of enchanted in some way, so that the sound will carry throughout the marsh. And Yeah, they start playing a little more rapidly as you guys are sort of making your plan. The thrumming from the drum there's no effect. I'm not trying to say that something's going to happen. I shouldn't actually tell you that, but there's a GM faux pas. They start beating them a little louder, making a bit more noise, and
So it's probably so it sounds to me like the drums are there to draw something towards them.
they could be. You could surmise that for sure. But have you
Sort
guys?
of a hypnotic sort of sound, is it?
It's yeah. You know that from what Rolk told you that they're just used for communication, is essentially what they're used for.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe each one of these tribe members or whatever is communicating with its own tribe, or just telling people what's going on. You don't know. Nobody here knows drum speak. You're not that smart. Let's be honest. So, have you come up with a solid plan as to what the plan of attack is? Yes, no, Rufus. What do you think?
Well,
It's crickets.
I mean, you
I
did
said
say
it's a solid plan. It's a plan. It's a plan.
Yeah,
You don't want to wait till.
hardly solid.
Okay. All right. So the sun has not set. It is still daylight. You're listening to the thrum of the drums pound. You're watching these lizard men, fix a few of these paddles over here. You see some of these guys, this guy's over here. He's working on a boat. He's walking around the island doing his little guard duty. So he moves over here and he sort of disappears into this little bush and pops out on the other side. You've got a few guards watching the backside of the island. And yeah, there's a pile of these guys up here that are just essentially kind of just hanging out, listening to the drums march or the beat of the drums. And they're just sort of circling around. One of them will disappear here and there. Maybe they go off into the bush and take a crap, kind of a thing. But it's sunny, although the sun is still up and it's kind of daylight. The drums, the marsh or the beat of the drums is kind of not going to help you, but it's going to help you with any kind of noise, but not any kind of sight. These drums are loud enough that they will disguise any noises that you make. It almost kind of makes it hard to speak to one another. You actually have to sort of speak up a little bit to be overheard above the thrum of these drums. So let's start with Rufus. What are you doing, Rufus?
No good's coming from this. He is going to-
There's 40 lizard dudes right now that you're going to have to duke out.
Yeah.
This is going to be glorious for me. Just saying.
Rufus is going to disembark off the boat. Presumably, it's like the rest of the swamp. It's I guess that waist high kind of.
Yep.
Okay. So this. Oh shit! I grabbed a couple guys there. Anyways, whatever. Cajun cook. And he's going to try to work his way into the bush, not out the other side of it, but work his way into the bush there, just so we can get a better sense as to what we're going to be up against. Because you know what? Yeah, and then Rufus is going to wait for the party. I think we could, if we cause some sort of a ruckus in the bush, maybe we could test their intelligence and try and draw them in.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know.
All right, so you
He's gonna
just
stealth his way into the bush. That's it.
All right, so make me a dexterity check to see if you can sneak between the trees, the branches, the swamp, hide a little bit. You're not very proficient at this.
Nope.
This whole stealthy thing doesn't seem to be your style. All right, so that's going to be a success. I haven't yet to change the target number of this table. I should actually do that now, but because you guys are just kind of trying to stealth up to this point, we'll leave it at a 10 for now. As soon as you guys get engaged in battle, I'm switching that target number because of the intensity of the situation. But as it sits right now, everybody's calm and relaxed. The drums are beating in the background, and that we're going to switch over to Pete. What is Clunge doing? You see Rufus hop off, make his way through the trees, and Clunge decides to.
Can we do? I'm going to see if I can work out whether we can get our raft to the sort of endpoint of the island over here.
Okay.
Or I'm going to try and calculate whether we can get there against the current, or whether the current's going to be too strong.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So I would just tell you, without making a roll, that you could actually come around here and push your boat over to this general direction, right? You'd have to come out from behind the bushes and whatnot, exposing yourself to the view of sort of two tribes to bring your raft out and around over there.
Is it sort of wadeable across across this area from where we are?
Well, yeah, as far as you know, it's not like deep water at all. The marsh is usually anywhere from ankle deep to waist deep. You haven't come across a section of the marshland that's, over your head kind of a thing.
So maybe we leave the raft here and guys and look at wading across sort of the gap, sort of across this way.
I think that sounds like a great plan. I think that's what we should do: is get off the raft and then follow the tree line like the first guy did, and see if we can make our way across to the other tree line.
The first guy, I don't know what his name is. That guy.
Interesting.
You know that party member?
It's a jump off the boat.
Yeah. Okay, so that's your plan, Clunge. Then you're just going to try and make it up in here with Rufus without being seen. All right, same deal for you. Make me a dexterity check to see if you can stealth your way through the trees.
I'd be worth using
Wow.
a hero point on.
Yes.
That
Jesus.
is
On the nose.
2 10s.
Ew,
All right.
that.
Now, to throw a wrench in your fucking plans, we're going to go to Brudnir, because he's always got a different thing he's going to do. Right, Charles.
Fucking brand near eye.
All right.
Attack!
Just sneak for now. I'm fine with that.
Mighty sneaky sneak.
Wow.
Wow. That totally was not the save. Camera angle.
I think it's lost all the camera angles actually.
Yeah. Slosh, splosh.
All right, what happens?
Fantastic.
Brudnir is on a boat. Brudnir makes his way into the water. Skerploosh. You're not going to use a hero coin or do any of that kind of stuff?
Oh, sure, I'll use that hero.
Oh, come on. You don't have to. You do not have to.
There.
Oh, oh man.
Like a fucking ninja.
Wow. All right, where did that hero coin go to? You put it somewhere.
I tossed it on your end. I don't know if it fell off the table, though.
Oh, yeah, it did. I see it. Okay, so, yeah, there is a point at which you leap off this boat. You make a gigantic, like, sort of kersploosh sound.
Right.
Sounds something along this. Bloop. A fly lands in your eye. You squeal a little bit, and then deke into the bushes and become one with nature. Sounds good?
Right.
All right. Fuck, lucky bastard. Brudnir is on a boat. Brudnir is in the swamp. Are we going to change that? Or we're going to go over to Mordock. Close call. You hear this gigantic splash. You hear a squeal. You see through the trees that some of these lizard men, they turn their attention towards the area in which the party is coming. They stare for a few moments. You wait. And then he turns his attention back towards the thrumming of the drums in the inner island.
Okay, so when I feel like it's safe, I'm gonna slowly lower myself into the water, kind of do it all commando style, where the water's just up to the, my nose and my eyes are just peeking over that, and I slowly wade through it.
Excellent. All right, pop off the boat, put yourself into the bush, roll me a dexterity check, and let's see what happens here. Critical fail.
Chris.
Oh.
You'll see I have a 1 for I have a 1 for that's an 8, and I need a 10, so I'll use my coin.
Okay, I like it.
Roll a 1.
Use of resources.
You can do it, mate.
Roll a 12, D12. Hero coin is ultimate, and that's an 8. All right, so you've successfully managed to sneak into the bush full-on commando style. In fact, while you're doing so, you find what you recognize to be an herb called blackroot. And it leaves like this sort of, when you break it like an aloe vera plant, it weeps this black gelatinous goo, and you use it to put 2 stripes underneath each of your eyebrows.
Okay, got it. And then
Right.
I'm also waiting with my axe over my head so it doesn't get wet.
Okay, fantastic.
You're going to put a bandana around your head as well.
That's right. Get to the chopper.
Yeah,
Some grass hats now.
you find some vines that you can wrap around your head to form a bandana. Darren, it's up to you, buddy. Everybody has successfully stealthed their way to this little lip.
I was raised in my elven village in the outback. I'm a fucking leaf in the wind. Watch this.
It's going to be a crit fail.
Critical fail. Oh,
19.
Oh.
He
Nice.
grabbed
Leaf in
some
the
mud.
wind.
He
He
wasn't
grabbed
joking.
some mud, leaves.
I guess it's a good day.
well,
It's a fucking good day, mate.
well done, Darren Swamp MD. Here,
So,
move yourself where you want to go, Darren. That was well done.
eating over here.
What's that?
I'm just moving over. I'm still speaking. When I'm speaking to you, I'm still speaking in his damn voice. Where's my character? Aaron Swamp, I'm DI. Where's everybody else?
You can see
I'm
them.
right where you are, but I think they're up a little closer to where the current is.
All right. The trees here?
Yeah, it's just a mild
Right here.
current, right? It's not like a flowing torrent or any of that kind of thing. It's very mild. You can feel the water. If you were to just let go and release your grip from or just not stand up, you would float in that general direction. That puts us around to the lizard man's turn. So far, you guys have gone completely unnoticed. You're hanging out in the trees. The swamp men of the various villages, while you're here, you notice that they never really sort of cross with one another, as if these two sections, these guys over here, sort of bunch up. I'm going to put them in a pile right there and just leave them on the ground. But they never cross over into the opposing tribes' lands. They sort of just stay on their little section. Anytime one of them wanders sort of too close, like, you see this guy, he's going to go over here and check in these tents and stuff like that, these little huts. Anytime he does that, one of these guys will come up and engage him. And then eventually they sort of just hiss at each other a little bit. And then this guy will just sort of go back, and they go back to their routines of screwing around in their own little area. The threat streets and timer die is on 1. Here we go. Everybody. Oh, it's a big 4. You guys got lucky. Okay. I'm going to reset that because it moved to 4. Everybody that's in the bush right now, make me a dexterity check. If you succeed on this, your next stealth attempt will be easy because you've sort of figured out a pattern that these guys are going through. If you fail, nothing happens. But if you succeed, you're going to get a bonus. Or your next stealth roll will be easy. All right,
Right.
Nope.
Mikey, I'll be really quiet here.
Is that everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
My fucking lied.
Okay.
Look at the size of that croc.
Crikey, look at that fucking lizard man. Got a dong on him.
Floating in and amongst the water.
She's a beaut.
Just kidding. It's not
There
there. I'm not putting that crocodile in there. Somebody just said crocodile. I dropped it on there. Okay. Rufus, you guys have gone unnoticed. Everything seems to be on par. These guys are still not paying attention. You still have a few guys working on the rafts up here. Every once in a while, one of these guys will rotate around and check the locks on the cage. He maybe pokes one of the people inside with a spear. But yeah, a couple of them go off to start, creating a fire and whatnot in certain areas because they are getting ready to make dinner. Start cooking up some gruel, eating some stuff. Badunk.
let's see here. So we got to get across without being seen. So, Rufus is going to grab one of the reeds, right, and snap the reed and use it like a breathing apparatus, an improvised breathing apparatus. Dive down under the water, well, not dive, but kind of just tuck under the water and try to make his way across to the other side of the land to this point. Yeah, that's it. And table's still set to 10, so here's hoping for the best. And toss that coin out to you.
I love it when the resources are getting used up.
And that should be enough.
Okay, put yourself where you need to be. I am trying to find a component custom model. Model
there.
mesh. Does that work or does that duff? Uh-oh, Steam peer-to-peer. We lost Pete.
Oh.
All right, so you successfully make it. I was trying to import a whatchamacallit. We'll skip Pete for now. He can do his business. But you successfully make your way through the swamp with your little reed thing and you pop out in behind these bushes. That's not a problem. Well done. That puts us to Brudnir. You see Rufus doing this stuff. He disappears under the drink and slowly creeps his way on his backside as he floats towards this little island and pops up on the far side in this bushes.
Okie dokie. What I will do, I'll pull out my rope and hook and throw it across to him so that we all can just shinny across on the rope and not have to worry so much about this.
All right. Make a dexterity check to throw it in his general direction without being seen.
It's a 20.
Because you rolled a natural 20, I'm going to give you a perk to this thing. It lands exactly where you want it. You time it perfectly. None of the lizard men are working. Rufus, it lands right at your feet. You can tie it off to the tree. But Brudnir, because you rolled so well on that and you nailed this, what perk would you like to use this rope for?
It kills lizard men.
It kills lizard men. They all run into the rope and strangle themselves.
It's underneath the water, so it's easier for us to go across without splashing.
Okay. All right. So that's
we can grab it and go underneath the water and kind of hand over hand.
Sure thing. All right. Without having to use a reed or any of that stuff, you can hop in, close your eyes, and pull yourself right across, which will be an easy dex check for everybody that goes after you. Brudnir, the swamp boss. All right.
Good
so
job. Yeah.
you're still hanging out here because you've thrown the rope. You secured at one end. And Pete, are you back? Clunge is back.
Now, yep.
All right, Clunge.
We'll make a hand signal over to Rufus that we have not communicated, so he doesn't know what it means.
Excellent. Clunge, you realize that what's going on here? Brudnir's like, hey, check this out. And you can make an easy check to use this rope to go from one section of the bush to the other.
All right. I will try that then.
Oh, nice. Okay, you can move yourself over in this general area here somewhere by Rufus, the Cajun cook.
Okay.
Cajun.
And then that's going to go around to Mordock.
I'll do the same.
All
My
right.
face is a little bit under the water. I'm just going to take a big breath and then hand over hand underwater all the way.
Roll me a natural one. Come on, buddy. Make me a dex check. 14. Success. All right, you can move yourself, and then Darren, you're the last one, or second to last one to go. Wow, you guys got lucky so far. Nobody's duffed their rolls to get over to the island.
Hold on a second. But yeah. Okay. I think saved, but it switched. Okay. Okay, here we go. A plus 5 is 8.
And it's an easy check. So
What does that mean? What's
7.
the difficulty? 7. I made it. Oh, phew. So I go into the water and there you go. Just barely
Did you
made it.
You farted halfway through.
Couple
The
bubbles go
came
up.
They kind of like looked over, like, "What's that?" Oh, nothing. Just some terrible smelling marsh water.
Yeah, it says swamp gas. It was actually I was gonna fail because I saw something, but then I farted and like, oh, it's just gas.
all right, so you guys all successfully make it across. I'm gonna put my little campfire out here. Drop this sucker right here somewhere.
Oh, I haven't rolled to make it across. You want me to do that?
Oh, sorry. Yes, Brudnir still has to make it across.
And Gary's got to get his crit fail that he always wanted.
Yep. No.
Oh,
I
no.
did really well.
All right, everybody successfully makes it across. This first little group of firemen here, objects. I think I have. Do I have red light? I think I do have red light. Red square, red light sphere, kaboosh. Shrink this thing down, and I'm going to put red light sphere right over top of this little fire so that it sort of makes an illuminated area in and amongst these things. The sun has gone down a little bit more. You guys are slowly taking your time. By the time of each of you crosses over, another 20 minutes have passed. The sun's gone down a little bit more. These guys get their rage and fire going on, and it's starting to illuminate this first little area here. That's all they're going to do for their turn. I'm going to switch my timer around. Nothing's really going on here. These guys are cooking dinner. Nobody's paying any attention to you. Nobody's seen you yet. And you've all grouped up in this little copse of trees here. These guys, just imagine that they're on patrol making their way around. So, Betty's walking, and Thelma, she's looking for Louise. This guy, he's kind of coming around here. He's checking out the rafts and stuff like that, making sure that everything's good. We got who else we got here? We got Bob. Bob is over by the fire. He's going to start cooking up some grub. He's pulling some swamp grass out. He throws a kettle on the fire to get some water boiling. And they're just sort of generally doing their stuff. That puts me right around to Rufus. You're hiding in the bush watching these guys as everybody makes their way across.
Yeah, he's gonna try again. Try his luck in the stealth to get to the edge of this tree line.
Okay.
And let's see here. And Dex again, I'm assuming, right?
Yep.
Cool. That's some stuff.
Okay.
Like a fucking ninja.
So as you are making your way through these trees nice and slowly, you can start getting a count of the number of lizard men that are in this little area here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's probably 10 or 11, 12 lizard men that you count, indistinct lizard men.
Perfect.
You can relay that message.
Do they look any different than the ones that we had already met previously, like maybe a skin tone or something?
Yes. That is sort of what signifies the different clans, is their different sort of
encampments.
Right. So you can see that these guys are all kind of like have a reddish hue to them, and then these guys over here look sort of all green and stuff. Whatever clan this is on this side, the Root Waters, and you still can't really see what's going on down at this end with the Dust clan, because this is a moundy hill, right? Okay.
No, that's fair. Perfect.
Clunge.
Yeah, Clunge is going to sort of do his sneaky bit on his belly and sort of sneak along the floor, trying to get to the sort of edge.
Okay, these little brown nipple-looking things are huts. I didn't put any huts on them, so you can, if you wanted to be behind one of them, you could, make your way around into the hut or even inside the hut because some of them are broken.
Yep. You'll do that then.
Okay.
Did you say that big wooden thing is like a cage with people in it?
In the center?
No, over here where my green hand is.
Yes.
Is that a cage with people in it?
Yes.
Or are these huts? Okay.
So I did it. Oop. In there somewhere.
There. Now I named them. Being that you guys are so close, you can discern that there's animal noises coming from this one, and you hear the odd moans and weeping sounds of small children and people in here talking in and amongst themselves. Clunge makes it to there. Nobody's duffed so far. Brudnir.
Jeez. What are we doing? Is this guy all alone by himself?
He sure is, yep.
Here? And then is everyone... Can I wait for timing and then kill him?
Sure thing. We can do that in this entire turn that you're taking. You're just sort of waiting for the opportune time. Let's do a 2-roll double kind of deal here. Make a wisdom check to determine whether or not you can physically time this. Now, what is your game plan here? The nameless one.
I'm going to hopefully shoot him and have him go into the water. So he's not visible. Well, actually, like these are huts right here. Is there anyone in these huts? That would be good to know.
Well, you're not quite sure, but this one here could possibly be empty if you want to try and sneak into it.
I will take a peek in.
Okay. You come up behind this little thing, this little hut that's here. It's made from wood branches and shit that's, straw and stuff like that. You can wedge your fingers into the grassy sort of exterior texture and spread it open a little bit and peek inside. And as you do so, and you're taking a look inside there, and you see that there's nobody inside this particular one.
Why did that description just get me all excited? I don't know why, but
You're like the big bad wolf and you like straw huts. I don't know. I will open it up the rest of the way, and is it easy to pull apart at some point where I could sneak in the hut?
Yeah, if you can imagine that it's made of like tall grasses and stuff like that, sort of bound together, you could take your knife and sort of cut an entryway into the back side of it.
Yeah. So I'll look over at Clunge before I go in, and just so he knows that I'm going in this hut.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me a dexterity check to sort of make your stealthy way, cutting the roots and grasses and stuff like that bind this hut together and make your way inside.
Time's up, boys.
Okay, so everybody remains hidden except for you. This guy, the nameless one.
Wait. Can I gift him my coin?
Were we playing with those rules?
In ICRPG, do we do that?
Well, because it's a do-it-yourself system, I think I don't remember if we've done that before. Do we allow you?
Before.
Yeah. Okay. So then it is a thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
Just curious.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so you're not gifting him your coin. That's cool. You cut your way into the back of this little hut. You part the grass and you sort of squeeze your way into it. Maybe you make a little bit more noise than normal, but you've gained the attention of this guy. He sort of looks over. He's like, "What's going on over there?" You see his lizard-like beak. Well, not his beak so much as his tongue comes out, his split tongue, and you see that he's licking the air with his tongue. His tongue comes out, and then he makes his way towards this tent. Oops. Skaboosh. As he makes his way towards this hut, he reaches out and grabs the tarp's entranceway. It's got like a covered entrance on it, and he sort of pulls it off to the side as he sticks his head into the tent that you're in, this little hut that you're in.
Okay.
I am.
Shot at him.
Let's
Or-
let's do this. Let's do
'cause I cut through the thing. That was like a lot of time, so I'm cool if it.
No, I think what we're going to resolve this right now. He pops up, he comes over here, he figures something's going on, right? He sticks his head in there, and the two of you are going to make an agility contest or a dexterity contest between one another. If you win, you can grab him and pull him in. If he wins, he's going to alert everybody.
Okay.
I'm going to let you go first.
Dun 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 dun.
Go on, Charles.
20. Suck it.
Get the fuck out of here. All right, here we go. I got to beat a 20. Oh,
Oh man, that's a good fight.
good rolls. Okay, so you're sort of, I guess, standing. Oh, I'm going to let you describe that. How do you get this guy in here without notifying everybody else?
Well, he opens up and sees me, and I grab him. He actually resists, and we do some like cool Gymkata stuff in the rafters, and I pull him in.
Excellent. So the two of you are in this hut now. I'm gonna put you both there. You're duking it out inside. This hut is each one of these squares. Well, there's no squares on this map, but you can see this deal right here. That each square equals 20 feet. So apparently this is a 20-foot round fucking hut, I guess. I'm gonna say the hut's maybe 10 by 10, 12 by 12, kind of a thing in a big round circle. Enough to sleep maybe two people, kind of a thing, right? So as he pulls the flap back, you do your little warrior Gymkata stuff or whatever you called it, and you end up pulling him in before he can alert any of the other guys, and it's just you and this guy inside this
Black Widow crotch around the neck, swing him around.
Okay, fantastic. I'm gonna next round. You guys are gonna be in combat. You disappear into the hut. Mordok, where's Mordok? I'm gonna say make me a wisdom check to see if you notice that.
All right, no problem.
Wisdom is essentially perception, right? So there's a lot of those checks in here. If you succeed,
Which is perfect, because that's my most powerful. So 11 plus 5.
Okay, fantastic. So you full on realize what's just happened there, that Brudnir's disappeared into this hut. And through the little split in the back, you can see the tent open up, and then you see all this, Fists of Fury stuff going on inside there. And then you do a thing.
Yeah, so I think what I need to do is I need to get over there and take a move and get over there and kind of try to help him out. So let me try to move quietly. And then I want to go right. Here's my plan. My plan is to move quietly, get over there, and then basically cut this guy's throat, the lizard man.
This one in the tent?
Yeah. I want to move. I want to get into the tent first.
Okay.
And then when I'm in there, I want to assist Rudman. Well, didn't I hit that twice? The first time was an 11, and then I hit it again, and it was a 1.
Okay.
How did that happen?
I don't know, but that's fine. We'll take your first roll, which is an 11. So you successfully sneak through the trees and bushes and make your way into the back of the hut where Brudnir and this lizard man are duking it out toe to toe.
All right, so that's my movement. Is there an action, or is that everything?
I'm going to say that's everything. You squeeze your way through here unnoticed, and you appear in the tent with the two of them duking it out. Darren, what are you doing?
Surprise, mother.
I was thinking of doing something a little more sneaky. Well, sneaky too, just a different tack. Simply, getting on my knee and just lifting, lifting it up the cover of the they're in the little tent, lifting it up with my foot and crouching and just firing an arrow at that guy.
Okay, so
it's quiet. There's no noise. Arrow,
right. So. Okay, so you sneak through the bushes up to the tent.
Just lift that up.
Yeah, kick your foot
open a bit, like quiet.
Yeah, and then you're going to try and fire into the tent.
I'm going to look for a reptilian and shoot it. You can see him, assuming, right?
Inside the tent?
Once it's up a bit, I can see inside, so I'm going to blast Yeah, reptilian guy.
Okay, you're gonna. This is gonna be. Make me a dex check to get through the swamp towards this little hut that everybody is now in.
Oh, this is going to Keystone Cops. I can feel it.
Well, that's
Or
a
9.
success. Yep. Oh, what's your
Getting a bit snug. It's getting a bit snugger there now, isn't it?
It's a 9. I have a +5 to Dex.
okay? You are sneaking through this bush when you gain the attention of little Betty here. She sort of looks over. Oops, I'm moving the wrong key here. She turns in your general direction, sees you creeping between the trees, and she's not quite sure what she sees. She comes around here to investigate.
Shit, jigs up.
You slide your foot into the back of the hut, and out of the corner of your eyes, you realize that you might have been spotted, but you're not quite sure.
Well, got no choice at this point. I mean, the jig's up, I think. The arrow shot should be silent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping the rest of the comrades can do something about this, but I'll fire in at this guy.
At Betty?
Well, no, Betty is the one that's behind me, or
Yeah.
one inside the tent?
Betty is behind you right now.
I see Betty. Yeah, I haven't been made by anybody else, but then the guy's going to see him, Thelma, Betty. I'm assuming Louisa. Fuck.
I'm so confused right now.
So am I, man, because I'm looking behind me. I see Betty, right? She's
Yes.
heading towards the tent, but you're saying I'm looking over my shoulder. I see Betty.
Okay.
Shoot Betty. The rest of the fuckers are going to see I'm shooting somebody.
Right.
I'm trying to be quiet about this.
And just remember that you may not make any noise, but that is like a bright blue electrical flash that's going to create a bunch of light.
I'm shooting inside the tent, right? So it'll be good, right? Inside the tent.
Yeah, if you take out the nameless one, for sure. The nameless one is in the hut.
Has Betty made me, or am I 100% sure? Some sort of check I can make to see if I've been caught?
Nope. You're not 100% sure. You just see her sort of walking towards your general direction. She's looking in the bushes, looking in the trees. You get the feeling that she hasn't really made you.
Okay, all right. I'm going to fire inside the tent, but, underneath the cover, so no flash of light.
Okay.
There we go.
Critical
to my original plan.
Critical fail.
18 blasted him. It's 10 points. I'll fire again. Duh! That's 8. Again. Duh!
Machine gun.
11.
Okay, the nameless one is dead. You've literally filled him up with multiple electrical arrows. He's doing the Jimmy inside the little hut here. He falls to the ground, and that's the point at which you realize that you've been made by Betty. So
I was going to say, can I roll inside the tent after I'm firing? But I guess not. Okay.
Now,
actually, can I fire at her? Because I can pivot and shoot.
Yep.
At this point, I mean, if I've been made, I've been made.
Sure.
Legs up. It's a hit. Get Betty. And come on. That's 16. A hit. Okay, this is amazing. I never rolled this well in a long time. 7. 20. Give me 20. Blast this fucker. Oh my god.
Okay.
Whoa,
These rolls.
Jesus.
It's 9.
Yep, you just completely sniped Betty. You're fully aware that she caught your attention after you started shooting those arrows in there. She saw something was coming. She makes her way up to the branches. I'm going to let you describe how you managed to take out Betty with 3 full arrows to the face, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe you know what I would have done if you allow me? Shoot her in the throat, no sound comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Shots to the throat. And then, but I mean, obviously her falling over, they're going to come investigate what the hell happened. And there's a flash of light. So that's it. I don't think I have any other targets around me. I can keep firing. So I think I'm done. Unless I could see Cinderella, but I doubt it. All right, next.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, she sort of peeks her head through there, a couple right in the throat, and she immediately goes down. Hey, what's going on with this guy? That puts it around to my
Think they were
turn.
mating.
They must have been doing something like that. I'm going to drop my my timer down to 2. Fortunately for you guys, you've managed to subdue the one person that might have given you away. You're all hanging out around the campfire. They're still building stuff and doing things. The odd person sneaks around, but there's the 3 of you are now in the hut. So we've got Mordock, Brudnir, and Darren Swamp MD are in the hut. Clunge is he's melded. He's one with the bushes. And where is who's not? Oh, so we got Brudner 3. Why am I feel like I'm missing one?
Rufus.
Where's Rufus?
Rufus is at the edge of the tree line.
Okay, I can't see you, so I'm not 100% sure where you're at. All right, and then other than that, yeah, you guys have stealthed out, so I'm not really. I got nothing on the go. There's nothing I can do yet, so we're going to put it right around to Rufus then. On the edge of the tree line, you see a bunch of quick lightning strikes. You know that Darren's been shooting his bow, and yeah, so far everything seems to be remain silent.
Where the hell? There he is. All right. Can I see this guy or Thelma here? Can I see her whether she's facing or is she back turned?
Back turned. Thelma's
Back
having
turned.
she's having a conversation with one of these lizard men over here. Louise is around the corner. They're having a little chat. Louise is maybe taking a dump behind the building.
Everybody likes to have a chat when they're taking a dump. That's for
Right?
sure.
Yeah.
But these are lizard people.
I think we just might be about to be had, boys. I'm going to try to come up behind Thelma and fucking coup de grace.
Okay.
So I got to stealth over there first, right?
Okay. Let's do it. If you successfully stealth, you can make your attack.
Fuck yeah. We're still sitting on 10, right?
Yep.
Here's the next coin.
He's just cleaning out our coins, man.
This was the entire point of this was to clean out your
There it
resources. All right, so
There
you
it is.
successfully
All right, so
sneak up
now-
behind her. You catch her unawares. Because you're catching her unawares, she's having a conversation. I'm going to say that you can full on coup de grace her. If you
Fuck yeah.
if you can
Gotta
successfully
make the attack.
yeah, if you succeed, you just slit her throat. She goes down on a fucking heap of lizard scales.
Hero coin that fucker. Hero coin that fucker.
No
They
coin.
left.
Out of coins.
Can I donate a coin to a player?
You can.
Allowing that. Right, Corey.
All right. Let's
Giving you a coin,
roll
I'll
it.
toss it away.
see what we
You go,
get.
Gary.
Excellent.
There it is again.
Okay, describe what happens there.
Oh, he so he reaches around, kind of grabs her by the snout so she can't scream, and just a quick strike right across the throat.
Oh, wow.
And carries the body back. And just gently puts her down.
All right, so she ends up as a blood stain on the ground, and you drag her back into the trees. I'm going to move you back, sort of over here. Then is where you end up on your turn.
That was a Hitman style.
That was full on Hitman style. Clunge, what are you doing?
You need to rip her head off now and wear it like a hat.
Well, we do have a lizard skin now that we can crawl into.
In that case, then, shall I? Yes. Clunge is going to go hurtling around the corner, and he's going to take out Cinderella. I think, is it Cinderella? Cinderella.
Okay. Yeah, you're going to pop through here, make your way around the side of the cage.
Yep. And with his weapon in his hand, he's going to try and take out this spear. Is going to try and take out Cinderella. And spend a hero coin on that one.
Everybody's using their hero coins. This is fantastic. Uh-oh. So that's going to be 7 plus your dexterity, which is 0. So that is not going to be enough for you to sneak around the corner.
No, it's hand to hand. It's he's using his strength. So that's 4.
I had to make a stealth check to get up there. That's why.
Stealth
What
is
I
it?
say.
Oh, I wasn't doing a stealth check. I was just charging across and going to spear them.
All right, so you're just like, fuck it, I'm gonna. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. He's charging with his spear. So
You come around the corner. You
Leroy Jenkins!
Everybody's being stealthful, and then you just start sprinting towards them.
yeah, fuck it.
All right. So that's going to be a successful melee attack. Roll your damage.
That's 5.
Okay, 5 points of damage. So yeah, you find purchase on Cinderella. You can choose to shoot her wherever you want, but that's going to be basically half her damage in a single attack. What does that look like?
As he goes screaming around the corner with his spear and sort of just straight in and sort of like all the way halfway up the length of the spear. He sort of I've got lizard on me, stuck on me pole, so to speak.
Okay, so yeah, what's going on with Betty? Did somebody move Betty? I feel like Betty was dead.
Dead. Her almost made me, and I turned around, whirled around, and shot her.
That's right.
She's
So
dead as Darnell.
She's dead over here. I'm going to lock her in place.
Thelma. Somebody killed that was Corey. Sorry, should I say Rufus?
Somehow
Thelma.
Yeah, somehow she got upright on the map. Okay, so Pete goes flying around the corner, clunges like, ah! Spear into Cinderella. Just as she turns around, you hit her in the guts. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, in the guts and sort of like impale on me spear.
Okay, let's do this. She turns around. You impale her on the spear. She's got this look of surprise on her face. Her tongue comes out a little bit. She doesn't really say anything right now because she's still in shock. And we're going to go to Brudnir. Now you are hidden in between the whatchamacallits here. These two little shacks. So Brudnir, you're in the tent. You can hear some commotion going on outside. What are you doing?
Okay. So this guy's taken care of in here. I guess I pull up the flap and I see this happening over here.
Yeah, you can peek your head out and take a look around.
Okay. Crap. Do we need to take him down?
And right now, she has not screamed or made any kind of commotion yet. She's still in shock that she's got a spear in her guts and plunges at the business end of it.
Try to rush up and finish her off.
All right. No stealth?
Quiet. Ooh.
I will try to stealth.
Okay. Make your dexterity check.
That is not a stealth.
Okay. You pop out, kick the door wide, and then charge
over the tent flap.
Charge towards her in her general direction. I'll put you right over here, somewhere near
I
Clunge.
figured the song should be like somebody. You're in a marsh and you just kicked open that door, just like Shrek.
All right, and then what do you do to Cinderella?
Stab her. Yeah.
Fantastic. Roll some damage on that.
I gotta see if Ring of Slayers does not go off, so it's just normal weapon damage. That's 8 points of damage.
All right, plus the
Suck
damage
it, Cinderella.
that she already takes, she goes down. Kaboosh. Cinderella becomes a shit stain on the ground. You bury your dagger inside her, only to hear some commotion coming from this general direction. Bob has spotted you come out of the tent, and he has called out to his companions that there is some kind of an attack going on. There's intruders. You don't know what he's saying. He's just doing some lizard kind of talk in and around the campfire that you can hear. Who's up next? Brudnir did his deal, so we're going over to Mordock.
All right, I think this is perfect. So they haven't really made that it's humanoids that have done this. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to shapeshift into a dire bear. Is that what it is? Let me look.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll shapeshift. I'll cast dire bear, and I'll become a colossal bear for 1d4 rounds. It says add 1 heart and double all bonuses. So still trying to protect that they're being attacked by us. I'll try to make it look like it is some animal that has made it over here. So
Nice.
So let me roll to see if I do that. Now I'm on my 1, so this is. I guess I would rotate it after this to see if I go into spell burn or whatever that is. All right, so I'll do that first.
Yep. Cast your spell to see if it's a success.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Now you're still in this tent when you cast the spell, right?
Yeah, I never got in the tent because I was moving towards the tent, but then he dispatched her. I thought that nameless one would have been
Okay.
more of a problem.
I'm going to move.
So
I'm just going to move Mordok over
yeah,
here,
so do I-
and I'm going to put
okay, so I'm sorry. Go ahead. I don't mean to interrupt.
No, that's okay. It happens. I just moving Mordok out of the way so that he's not gone. But you just by this tent where Mordok was, you shift into a bear, no problems. Make your wisdom.
Except I'm not a 1 already, so I decrement and my thing to a 4. But don't I have to roll something to see if I have
Yes.
spell burn or something like that?
Yep, you have to make a wisdom check against the DC of the table. Which now that you've been
So I'll do
spotted,
that.
I'm changing this sucker right now. I'll change it after your roll. I'm feeling
Okay,
generous
16.
today. Okay. Target number now goes to 14 because you guys have been spotted. But Stace, Mordok still makes his roll because you made it on the 10 before I get to shift it around. Actually, Darren, you're going to go on a 10 too because it's still that same round.
But it's okay to. Okay, I'm sorry. So I was just going to say I get double my bonuses, so that's really a plus 10 for wisdom.
Okay, and then what are you doing in bear form now? Bear Mordok.
Bear Mordok. I'm going to go ahead and since those guys were kind of like, I'm going to just run towards those guys
Okay,
on this side.
sure.
Try to oops shit. And really, I'm not going to really attack, but I will. I guess I can't attack because I've done my action, and so I'm going to be right here. And I'm going to try to draw their attention to look at me, to give everybody else a chance to finish off what they're doing, and then hopefully they won't think that it's a whole bunch of bears. But whatever.
Okay.
I feel like I should be asking for that toilet paper.
All right, fantastic. Darren, what are you doing?
Where's Darren? He's inside the. Where's my figure? Oh, there he is. Move from. Oops, there he is. Okay, I'll move him from there to here. Like he'll move quietly as he can, obviously, and he'll try and snipe Louise.
Okay, so this is going to be an easy shot because Louise is her attention has been turned to the front side of the camp. She's looking over, heard the warning call from her friends, but has yet to move.
Wait, let me position here so I can. Yeah, okay, I can see them both good, just in case. All right. Let's say 10.
Okay, so that's going to be a hit. So you shoot her.
Fuck, do I want ultimate effort this? No, I don't. Yes, I do. There you go. The hell. I want to add to that roll so I can shoot again.
Okay.
There you go, 19. There we go. The damage I get. It's 12 points to her.
Yep. All right. She falls to the ground. You can describe how she dies.
She has her back turned to me. I shoot her right in the right below where the brainstem is, just above the throat.
Okay. She crumples to a small lizard-like ball in the ground. She turns into an egg. You hit her so hard.
And then I'll follow up on Clarissa. She's right there.
Yep.
That is a 9. That is not good enough.
And you're out of hero coins. Suck it, loser.
That's right.
My hero coin.
Gary's life. What? His life mission.
My hero coin.
What was that?
Here you go. I just in the middle of the thing.
Wow.
Oh,
Let's keep this
Thank
action going. We
Wow.
We want to wipe out an entire race here.
my
That's
God.
what we're
It's
here
a fair
for.
hit. At 10. That's it.
That's all you needed.
Won't fire again, but that's it. Sorry, don't count that 20 roll. That's not right. I'm rolling all the wrong dice. Ignore this. Jesus, I'm so frazzled. I got a free hero coin. Thank you. I owe you one. So roll damage is 7 plus 4, 11.
Okay, explain how or describe how Clarissa goes down.
It's actually the same shot. I get such an angle, I shoot them both through the throat.
Wow, fucking Darren, Swamp MD is the man. He is the boss. So you've successfully dispatched all of these lizard folk that were sort of hanging around the back of this one. These guys that are up in the front now have they've all figured out what's happened. They see this gigantic bear come around the corner. He's garnered their attention. He's a little taken aback. He's kind of, you see a little bit of a lizard dropping on the ground there. As you come around. But he calls out to the rest of his compatriots, his partners in crime, which are these guys over here. All of these guys are going to come over and sort of advance on you. I'm going to put them over here for now, just so you get the gist of what they're doing. They all charge Bob, or Mordock, I should say.
I'd like no take backsies. It said you took Bob.
As you sort of make yourself aware, the drums that are in the middle of the swamp suddenly start beating louder. Huge flashes of light are going off as the sun starts to go down, and it's almost as if there's like lightning strikes that are continually coming down, but the drums is like boom, 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 and the whole place just lights up. You see all of these guys. I don't know if I can select them all sort of separately or not, but oops. This group of dudesters. Oh, did I not get them? Come on. Here we go. These lizard men rush over sort of right to about here, where they stop. Stupid lizard guy, he comes out over here too. They're all jumping up and down, chanting. You can see that they're sort of pointing in your general direction. These guys, well, you wouldn't be able to see what's going on back there. But this group of lizard men comes up here. Now, you all get the idea that they could come farther, but they're not. They're jumping up and down. They're chanting. They're saying things. But you get the idea that they're actually chanting for the bear, not for this tribe to succeed. They're happy that that this bear guy over here has come around the corner, and they're jumping up and down, and they're cheering Mordock. Do I have these guys unlocked over here as well? I'm not sure. Alt, select these four. And then the same thing happens with these guys. You see four lizard people come around the corner, and they crest the top of the hill, wondering what the commotion is. But again, they stop right in this general area here, and they're doing the same thing. It's like now the whole place is fully aware, but nobody seems to be helping this tribe. These guys they look like they're on their own. So that puts me at, how many guys do I have here? 6? I got 2 guys stuck together. There we go. 6 guys surround you, charge you, throw spears at you, attack you with weapons. All of them. Wow, there might even be more. I think I got 7 guys there, Stace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, here we go. What is your armor class? You have an AC of 12?
Yeah, and when I'm a bear, I get 1 extra heart. That's not going to help much. But and then I get double bonuses.
Okay, so the bonuses then are going to be your +1s and +2s, so everything gets... Wow, that's like +10 to wisdom, +2 to strength, okay. +2 to dex. Your basic is going to be +6, I guess, because that's also an ability. And then this will be a 2 as well to your magic. Okay, so as they surround you, throw spears, use their ranged attacks, attack you with these weird clawed shields that they have. Oops, the last one is I rolled 8 by accident. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Oh, wait a second.
82 hits.
1, 2, 3... What was I don't know what the last roll I was. They land in different orders, and I should have paid, and I see that it sorts them by size, and 16 was actually the second. So I'm going to say you get hit 4 times. by these by different arrows, sling type weapons, all sorts of things. It's just like a barrage of lizard men beating on you. Oh, I rolled 2 ones. You take 11 points of damage as the spears poke into you. Some of them find purchase on your thick hide. But yeah, that's about it. The other guys are cheering them on. You notice that nobody else makes a move. It's just these guys are beating the piss out of poor Mordock. You have 2 hearts to begin with, so that actually puts you at 30 hit points, right? Because it gives you an extra heart.
No, I had 20 hearts when it started just then.
Right, and then switching into bear form gives you an extra one, so that puts you at 30.
Oh.
The extra one put me at 21.
So you should be 19 hit points because you have 30 in bear form, right? You have 20 normally. Switched into bear, you get an extra heart. That makes you 30. You take an 11.
How hearts work. I just thought it was an individual point.
Yeah,
Okay, I got it now.
1 heart is 10 hit points, essentially. So, yeah, you're at 19 hit points after getting a fucking solid beatdown from the rest of these lizard men. And that's going to be my turn. I need to change my rotation dice, but that puts us around to Rufus.
All right. Well, he's going to pull himself out of the trees. And you know what? Since these guys over here, their attention is basically on Mordock here and this fight going on. I think, or if I can fucking find Rufus. There he is. I think he's going to start kind of skirting his way through into this pile of bushes here and see if he can stealthily make his way. And we'll start dispatching those guys a bit at a time.
All right. I'm going to let you peek your way right through to the front there. Make your dexterity check and see if you stealth through this sucker.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Some stuff.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, you stealth through the bush right to the front. These guys are far too captivated by the fight with this gigantic bear, this dire bear that's come out. They're watching this going on, and again, you get the full-on gist that these guys are cheering the bear on, not cheering on the opposing tribe. So yeah, you stealthily make your way up there. Pete, what is Clunge doing?
Clunge is going full banzai now, and he's going to sort of make his way, charge on the back of the chicken licking hut, and sort of go for Bob in the back.
Okay.
Bob in the back.
Glenn Bob, or is that what they do?
So you come out around the back, like sort of like where I've got you now, and then attack.
Yep.
Okay.
Bob.
You can make an easy attack on Bob because he's really like looking at the bear. He's engaged. So you pop around the back and you can catch him by surprise with an easy attack. The smoke from the fire gets in your eyes just as you're about to attack Bob, and yeah, you start blinking, your eyes start watering, and
I've got a tear in my eye.
Right, you suck in general. But Bob look, he's like, "What's going on?" He turns around and looks at you, and then makes a squeal and alerts the other guys in his draconic lizard tongue. He's like, blah, blah, blah. Brundle or Brudner.
Brundle?
Brundle.
Like Brundlefly.
Yeah, I'm gonna teleport. Looking over here, how many people are in there?
I don't know. Let's roll a d6 and see what we got going on.
We're 7.
Oh, 6 people in that hut.
Oh, in the hut.
Is it pretty much like it looks, or
Pretty much, yeah.
it's like a metal bars and stuff?
But just imagine it's all wood.
It's all wood.
Yeah, this is the swamp, man. These guys don't know how to make fucking metal weapons. They're all bone and vines and branches and shit like that.
I don't make assumptions about people's technology. Come on, Gary.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be. Wow, I'm getting called out.
Does it look like it'd be easy to force it open? Because that's 6 more people that can help us fight.
Yeah, sure. You want to make an attempt on that? You start attacking this thing, smashing and crashing the lock. All right. I'm going to say that this lock or this mechanism, these vines and shit like that, is going to be a 1 heart deal. Let's do this. Human Chow. I'm going to put Human Chow 1 heart. So you're using a weapon. You're going to use
Palm.
iron palm. Okay, you find a weak spot, maybe kind of a thing, and use your iron palm on one of the hinges.
Yeah. I can say stand back. $17.
Wow.
Ow. Boom. 13 points.
Wow. All right. So yeah, describe what that looks like because you've just completely blown the door off its hinge.
Yeah. So whatever iron palm looks like, it's like a metal glove, right? I just hit like right wherever the lock is, and it just splinters apart.
Nice. The
I say,
go ahead.
grab weapons and fight.
Roll this dice. Oh man, one of them says, "Sure," and he looks around. He walks out and he takes Cinderella. Cinderella's got like a spear with like some kind of swamp tooth thing on the end of it. Grabs the
'Cause
shield.
It's not metal, right, Gary? It's
Yes.
not metal. They
It's
don't
a
know how to do that, do they?
It's a swamp tooth on their spear. Let's see if and the rest of them look at you and they're like, "Fuck you, we're out of here," and they run off into the swamp.
Peace.
Thanks for letting us out, mister. A little boy says as he runs by and gives you a high five, and then the ladies in the the rest of them, they're like,
palm him as he leaves.
we're not fighting these guys. We're just farmers. We're peasants. And then the one guy's like, I'll fight these suckers. They killed my wife and child. Options. No, I want to go to. We go to Mordok.
All right, fantastic. Lemurian bear form. And there's that guy Snowy that's right in front of me. I'm thinking it's time to. This is going to double. I'm going to bite his head off, and it's going to double as a ration.
As food.
So let's see. I guess I can do this, and I'll add my strength, which is 1. Oh shit! So I got a 1, which isn't good.
Okay. I'm trying to find a. Well, that's going to be a critical fail. Here's a townsperson. There you go. Boom. I knew I had one somewhere. F8. Let's resize this guy down to 111, so he's like your size. Townsman, you guys, I'm sure are going to put a name on him, so I don't have to. Stace, in and amongst all of these lizard men that are beating on you, pounding on you with their like skull clubs, their skull-headed clubs, and they're stabbing you with their pointy shields and whatnot. You try and reach out and grab one of these guys. Maybe it's Bob. I don't know, but in doing so. You catch one of the shields right in your mouth as you sort of clamp down, and it holds your mouth open, and you completely like duff your attack because you rolled a critical fail. These guys are hitting you so hard, I'm going to say that for a second you lose your grip and fall prone.
Okay.
Hopefully these guys don't go flying when I knock you over. Excellent. So you're just prone. You've lost your grip. That puts me around to Darren.
Yep. Darren's going to go back towards the hut where he was originally and start firing towards the guys attacking the bear, attacking Mordok.
Okay.
Carmine and who is, I don't know, no name one, but I'm going to start firing into them.
Carmine's getting it first.
Oh, yeah. I don't like Carmine.
All right, yeah.
Hurt the bear.
Carmine is like full on, has this long stick with a skull's head on it with a couple of sharp pointy teeth sticking out of it, and just beating the piss out of Bear Mordok with this thing while he's laying there sort of prone on the ground taking hits.
20.
Nope. Yes.
X 11. 11.
All right, so your arrow flies off into the swampy marshlands. It shoots past them, disappears into the foliage. That's awesome.
Cool.
Okay, back to my turn.
Is what it is.
Now, who's up here? Rufus, you're still hidden in and amongst the bushes. This little tribe over here hasn't seen you yet. You haven't made any attacks on them, and neither have these guys, right? Okay, so my timer is set at a 1. Shit's gonna happen. Boosh, boosh, boosh. Oh, it goes right back around to a 1. Fantastic. Everybody make me a... No, I don't want a constitution check. Let's do...
Take the first one.
Let's do wisdom.
Fuck.
Wisdom isn't perception. Yeah, let's do wisdom.
Boom.
All right. So if you fail, you guys, you're getting a little worried. Seeing these guys pop up from their different little groups. Maybe you're starting to think that you bit off more than you can chew. You're looking around at these guys. You're like, holy shit, man! There's probably another 40 guys. This could be the end of us. You see that Mordock has gone down. He's getting his ass handed to him as these guys are all sort of pummeling him with their clubs and shit like that. And you might lose a little bit of faith. So if you failed your wisdom roll, your brain's calculating all of these difficulties and whatnot, and so you're going to be sort of sidetracked or not paying 100% attention to what's going on, and your next attempt is going to be hard. Okay.
What's the room? Do you see it's 14? 17?
Yep. Yes. On your next attempt if you failed. Now, Bob is going to attack. Oops. I know Mordock's going to get up, but I'm going to move Bob. Bob moves up, and he's going to take a strike at Clunge with his skull-shaped hammer. Here we go. Kaboosh. Rolls a 7 against your armor class, which is probably going to be a duff. So you're safe. Yep. Who has made themselves known? Carmine is going to go towards back over here. Actually, he's going to stay here. He's right near Mordock, but Carmine and Clementine are going to attack Darren. They're going to throw their spears at you. Boom, boom, boom. Plus, damage? Man, the ultimate damage, just 10 points.
It's a lot.
Yeah, 10 points of damage. So you take a couple of spears come flying at you from these guys. They pound their chest a little bit. They make some weird sort of hissing noise, jump up and down in the murky swamps. And then who's left? I got 4 guys on Mordock. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 18 and 14. So 2 hits. Mordock takes a couple of solid, 11 points of damage onto Mordock as you take a couple of solid club hits to the side of your face. Maybe you're a little like, a little dazed and confused, but yeah, you stand up. You're looking at these guys as you regain your composure. Yeah, you take a couple of this little group here, gives you some solid smashings into the face, and that's going to be it for my turn. Rufus, what are you doing? Hiding in and amongst the trees. I'm trying to speed this up because I just realized it's 10:30, but I want to finish this.
Well, I mean, fuck around. I don't think I'm gonna be able to. Well, you know what? Let's try stealthing up. These are little huts right here, right? I'm looking at.
Yeah, sure.
Right there. Those are huts.
Yep.
I mean, so far the stealth hasn't failed me yet. So he's going to try the reed trick under the water and make his way to the first hut.
Okay, fantastic.
Fucking ninja.
Wow. I'm going to give you a hero coin for that sweet roll. Control C. Where's Rufus? There's Rufus right there. Kaboosh. You get a hero coin. Pete, what are you doing?
So I'm fighting Bob. And
yep.
I failed my wisdom, so it's going to be tough, hard.
All right, what happened? What happened, Pete?
So we're in. So basically, we're locked in combat now, and sort of it's like a furious fight. I'm trying to get past Bob, trying to get to Mordok, but obviously Bob is stopping me.
Okay, Brednir, what are you doing?
I look over at Darren and say, are you okay?
Oh, a little banged up, but be all right, mate.
So you can heal yourself.
Yes.
Brednir,
Okay, cool.
you are nobody named this guy. What's wrong with you guys? You're failing. William the farmer. There we go. William the farmer looks at you, Brednir. He's like, "What do you want me to do?"
The bear's with us. Attack the lizardmen over there.
All right,
And
so
I'll lead.
okay, you lead.
I go over here to the ones in the swamp, I guess.
Yep, you're just in like knee-high water kind of a thing.
Yep.
William follows you with this little clubby kind of deal in his hand and his weak shield.
All right. Sword strike. Whoa! Rolled off a 15.
Excellent. Make William's attack.
I've inspired him. He's going to roll nat 20.
Is that what he's going to do? Oh yes, William the farmer comes through, wields this gigantic club. Not the best. Yeah, not the best. It's just a slight graze, but he's like, woohoo! William looks at you, he's like, oh, did you see that? I got him. Take that for me, sweet Juanita.
What?
I guess that's what his wife. He just says something like, this is revenge for my wife and child. Mordok.
Well, this is my last turn to be a bear. I'm just looking to see William and let's see how close are everybody. No different. There are. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just take a chomp on Snowy. Eight, and then +2 for strength because it was doubled, so that's 10.
So you get it would be your weapon because you're using. I wonder if that would be basic damage, right? Because you're not really using a weapon; you're just using your mouth.
Yes. Yeah, so it would be basic, but then wouldn't that be doubled? Because those are that's effort, not bonus. Got it.
Right. So you made us. Yeah, that would be a strength check. That's right. You did it right. So 8 + 2 is 10. So that's going to be a miss. You chomp at him as you regain your composure, your footing on the ground. But yeah, he gently sidesteps out of the way. The other three guys, Walter, Slapnuts, and Larry, they jump up and down, kind of laughing at you a little bit. That's sort of the feeling that you get because you can't really communicate with them. But yeah, they think that you're a bit of a dick, a bit of a turd, a bit of a knob. They're not so scared of you in bear form because you keep missing. Darren, Darren's another story.
Darren will. Let's see. These two are occupying Carmine and Clementine. Snowy's going to get it. An asshole. And that's it. I'll start with Snowy. We'll see where it goes from
Light him
there.
up.
It's a 17 for the first check, so it's going to be difficult. Do what I can do. Maybe the gods will be just.
Hey,
Me a
did you
natural
change
20.
did you change my
Ew!
Gary, did you change my health? Because I'd already changed it.
No, I did not.
No problem then.
He will, this is what he's going to do. He shot, and he will just duck around the corner here by getting speared.
Oh, you puffster. You ran away, you little puffster.
I just ducked around the corner. Some cover.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's going to be it for your turn. So that puts it around to my turn. Let's survey the scene here and see what we got. We got Giant Bear with Snowy, Larry, Slapnuts, and Walter. Walter figures that there's enough guys attacking the bear. The bear's looking pretty beat up, so he's going to come around the side of the campfire and help Bob. Walter and Bob are going to team up on Clunge. I got 3 attacks on the bear. The Clementine is going to attack William the farmer, and Carmine is going to attack Brudnir. So let's start with, I'll just roll Pete's dice. Pete's gets 2 attacks. 15. Does a 15 hit your armor class?
Yep, 15 does.
Bang on. You are going to take 5 points of damage as Bob sort of dekes out of the way, comes back, and sideswipes you upside the head with his scully club, his skull-headed club. 3 attacks on Mordock.
Oh, not good.
So that's going to be 2 hits.
If it's more than 8, then I'm dead.
9. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, so you are going to transform back to your humanoid form. So I'll get rid of the bear, and I will put you down as humanoid form. Kaboosh. We get rid of him. We put you in his place. Gadink. Because you're the last one I touched, I'm going to knock you over. Hopefully you don't send people flying. And now what you need to do for death and dying inside of ICRPG is you need to make a roll a d6, and you have that long to live. And you can track it right here.
Oh, not good.
One round.
Food.
Okay, so I've changed it to 1. When it comes around next time, you're going to make a Constitution check. On a natural 20, you spring up with 1 health. So yeah, you're battered, bruised, beaten up. Maybe your intestines are hanging out a little bit.
Am I unconscious, or can I do a spell on myself to heal?
No, you're unconscious and out of it, laying there on the ground.
Okay.
The lizard men are kind of bolstered by that a little bit. They're jumping up and down, kind of laughing, hooting and hollering. Brudnir, you're going to get a smash. 15's going to be a hit. And you are going to take a whopping 6 points of damage. And then William.
My cloak snaps it out of the way, and I laugh at the lizard man.
Okay, fantastic. William, he gets a club, and he also does this sort of weird swamp dance that he's kind of doing, maybe some old little Irish jig in the swamp, and he sidesteps it. He looks at you. I'm quite the fighter, aren't I? Hi, ha! And, yeah, that's going to that's going to be my turn. Rufus.
Okay, let's see here. And these guys are still just sitting back watching, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those
Thank
guys.
God.
Fuck. Well, shit. You know what? Let's see what these like these guys did. Let's cut open and see if I can get into that hut there.
Okay. Make a strength check.
Okay.
I should have used the 1 heart strength check thing on the huts too, which... Okay, that's a success. All right, so you pop into this little hut. This hut is empty, and you are alone.
Yeah.
And
I'm alone with my thoughts.
yes, still covered, full cover. Nobody knows you're there.
Okay, shit. But the rest of the party's not going to know where I am either. So I'm half wondering if I should just light the fucker on fire.
Well, you figured that out. We're going to go over to Clunge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've put 2 hit points back on Gary because I forgot I got mithril armor, which absorbs 2 damage. So
Sure.
I'm gonna stick on Bob.
Okay.
So that's gonna be 16.
Nice.
Go on, Bob. Take some damage, Bob. Oh. That's a whole 2 points on Bob.
That's it. A whopping 2. Glancing blow.
Oh no, sorry, I got +2. That's 4 in total.
Okay. 4 out of 10. So
Last time?
4 out of 10 points of damage. That's not a bad blow. That's a solid hit. You can just, describe what that
Thought he
looks
hit him
like.
before too. He hit him previous round as well, or he hit Bob once before, I think.
Oh, I don't
No, I
have.
didn't hit one before.
I didn't. Okay, my bad. My hurt.
Yeah, give me a hero coin for that.
I have none. You took them all.
Brudnir.
Yeah.
Hi. How are you today?
Gauging my options.
All right.
I'm gonna swing over and stabilize rock.
Okay.
Don't die on me, man. Don't die.
Oh, don't die on me. Yeah. I guess you're gonna die on me. I'm sorry.
All right. So yeah, you kind of walk over. You try and make an attempt to sort of cradle him. Sort of push his intestines back in, making
Yeah.
that
But
kind of
he's
stuff.
shifting at the moment from
Right.
bear back into his normal form, and I just don't get it.
You accidentally grab his giant bear penis.
Yeah, accidentally.
Wink.
William.
Maybe William can.
Maybe William can grab his bear penis. I don't know.
Okay.
And your rubby.
What's William going to
William
do?
wanna do?
I don't know. You tell me. You're in control of William.
Oh God.
Our friend.
How does William feel about bears and people who become bears?
I think secretly William is a healer.
I think, like you set him up as vengeance. He's still going to keep attacking for his family. I mean,
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Oh, and he hits.
William is
First
doing.
one.
William the farmer is doing better than the rest of you.
First for 2.
Okay, so that's going to be another little bit of a glancing blow. But yeah, he kind of jumps up and down again. He's like, "Yeah, Clarissa, take some of that. This is for my small child, little Klondike. I know it's not the best name in the world, but that's what she wanted to call him."
To come up with Klondike.
Was she named in a rush? Was she?
Named
Can't
after a
get you
bear.
fast enough. Fuck.
Yeah, so he smashes old Clementine, and then we're going around to who's after Brudnir? Oh, Worm Food.
Yeah. it
Uh
sucks.
oh.
Not good. I guess
Nat
I'm
20, man.
You need a natural 20, or this is caboose.
Done it before.
Mhm.
Done it a couple times actually. It's 5% chance, man.
Oh, not good.
Oh. So,
Hero
Stace,
coin won't even help that.
that is
Give me
it.
hero coin.
That is it for Mordock. Mordock, the winds have left your sail, my friend. You have succumbed to your wounds.
Oh, fuck.
Poor Mordock. I'm going to put you off.
Oh, well, that was a fun 2 game.
All right.
Faz has gone off the deep end a couple times.
So
Oh, yeah,
Mordock,
he's been dead twice already.
Mordock is deceased. He falls to the ground. The lizard men have just beaten the piss out of him. His guts are hanging out. He's battered. He's bruised. And everybody sort of feels that last breath that Mordock takes. However, Stace, we do have William the farmer here. So guess who you get to be now?
Yay.
For the remainder of this adventure, you are now William the farmer. Mordock is no more. He has succumbed
The
to his
rake
wound.
of deadliness.
Right, but yeah, you got some solid family revenge anger things going on there, so you're doing all right. Because I'm going to skip your turn because you just failed your roll. Darren, what are you doing?
Move up. Would you say that we're incensed at what happened? We know that he's transpired, he's dead, he's dying, and he's out. That fill us with righteous anger?
What are you trying to say? You want an easy attack? No.
Or no, maybe a bonus.
Maybe
+1 or something.
I tell you what, you can make a wisdom check. If you succeed, you're enraged. If you fail, you start welling up and your eyes fill up with tears, and it's going to be a hard check.
Okay, I'll just shoot. Stop that right in my tracks. Peek around the corner and I will shoot Clementine. Sure. Hi, bitch. Please. Fuck. I hit the broadside of a barn.
Excellent.
I will move back. I am going to change. Hold on. Let me just pin my. There we go. Betty's dead. I don't know if she's still there, but move around this side here. Change angles.
Okay.
There we go. Actually, right behind.
Okay, so the three guys that are beating on the bear are going to change direction. Slapnuts, actually, he turns this way. He sees there's some stuff going on over here, and he's gonna go after Clunge. Yes, and then Clementine is still fighting William and these other two guys, Snowy and Larry, are going to gang up on Brudnir. So we got 3 on Clunge, 3 on Brudnir, and 1 on William the Farmer. Clunge. Let's see what happens to Clunge.
Ooh.
Jesus Christ.
How many hits is
Yeah.
that?
It's 2.
2 hits.
We're all
Okay.
gonna die on Lizard Island.
We gotta get
Getting the fuck out of here.
9 points of damage, Clunge.
Well,
First
Before
2,
you can
that'll
go.
be 5. That'll toss
Oh.
it to 5. Okay.
Okay.
8, 2, and 3, and 1. So on Brudnir, every one of them misses.
So what does that fail look like?
Wow, these 3 guys,
What does that crit look like?
they roll up on you. Oh, was there a crit fail there? This guy here, Snowy, as he sort of takes a swing, he sees he doesn't realize there's like a little paddleboard behind him, and he's going to fall prone. He falls back over it and sort of disappears into the swamp a little bit there. I'm going to lay him down, and
Good, Snowy.
he's not dead, but I got one more attack on the farmer guy for a 14.
Jesus, fuck.
And roll some damage. All right, the farmer. Where is he? William the farmer takes 2 points of damage, 2 of 10. And then that's going to be it for my turn. Oh, wait a second. I got to roll my dice. Boosh, boosh, boosh. Lands on a 3. What do I want to do? You guys see... nope. With Mordock going down and deceased, everybody's going to have to make me a Constitution check. If you succeed, I don't want to. If you succeed, you are going to be emboldened to fight a little more this round. I'm going to take a page out of Darren's book. So everybody, make me a Constitution check. Your buddy Mordock has gone down. You know that he's fallen to the dudes, and yeah, this is going to enrage you. Oh, there's two easy checks.
Rufus has got no idea that any of this is happening. He's in a fucking. So I'm not going to bother with that roll.
You're in a hut. We're gonna.
Yeah.
And Darren, I think Darren's gone. Okay, so.
Here.
Make a Constitution check, Darren.
Give me a sec here. What happened?
This is going to. I took a page out of your playbook there, and you're going to make a Constitution check, seeing that Mordock's died.
Nice.
All right, that's 3 easy checks now. You're going to get an easy check on your next attempt because you're pissed off that poor Mordock has gone down. That is the end of my turn. So we go to Rufus in the hut. Rufus in the hut.
Rufus in the hut. Well, Rufus is going to stir some shit up, and he's going to light that fucking hut on fire.
Okay.
And then get out. Knowing that there's nothing in there. Actually, is there anything? Hold on. Is there anything in the hut? Let him know. Well, these are just lizard guys. They don't really have much of value, but
We talked about making assumptions before.
yeah. Let's search the hut. See what's in there. Anything fun in there?
Okay. Are you gonna roll your dice?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah.
It's coming.
Oh, you mean play the game? Fuck, that's weird.
Right? Yeah. Make a perception check. Let's see if you find something in there.
You're a perception check.
You're not perceiving
God,
anything.
No,
Yeah,
he's dumb as fuck.
It's dark. It's
Yeah.
dank. It's dingy.
Yeah.
This place looks empty.
There's nothing in here. So he's gonna start backing out of the hut and light the fucker on fire.
Okay, I'm going to go to. Well, how are you lighting this thing on fire? You do have a.
He's got the basic adventuring kit, like the supplies pack and all that shit. So I mean, presumably you can flint and steel this thing. It's either that or he draws the flaming sword. But I mean, that's going to cause a lot of commotion, right? It's going to cause a lot of attention. So
excellent. All right, so this hut is going to light on fire. Now, you're going to sneak back out the front, or are you going to go out through or out the back again? Which way are you going?
The way he came in.
Okay, so that's. I'm just going to.
It'd be from the back of the hut and start, I guess, working his way back. I want to see if this draws their attention.
Okay, yeah, this hut goes up in a gigantic ball of flames. Pete, where's Clunge? Clunge is. You've got three guys on you.
He's in the midst of it. Oh,
right. They're swinging. They're stabbing.
So he's got an easy check on Bob. So that's a hit. And another.
I buy Bob.
3 points of damage. Which is just not enough.
You're not kicking it.
Could.
Bredner, what are you doing?
I'm gonna. God, I think I want to swing a sword at one of these lizard things. Boom. To 17, I'll confirm for ultimate with the Ring of Slayers. And I do, so I cause... Oh...
Mine explodes.
13 points of damage.
13 points. Okay, on Larry or Clement or Carmine?
To the left, which is...
Larry?
Yeah.
Okay, Larry? Larry goes down in a ball of flames. Yep. You can describe what that looks like.
Well, they all came in and they like three stooged attacked me because none of them hit. So he almost walks on my sword. I just have to push it forward a little bit and he dies.
Nice.
But my Kedish chains go off and I make my second attack.
Ooh.
Which a 14 will hit. And I can confirm for ultimate with the Ring of Slayers. And I don't. So I do normal damage. Which is 7.
7 points of damage. Oh, that is enough to take out this lizard man that is right in front of William the farmer.
Perfect.
Carmine goes down. I got to flip him over because you've just successfully dispatched 2 of them. And then, okay, well, that's going to put us right over to William the farmer. That's you, Stace. You're going to take control of this guy. Now
that guy was the guy he was just fighting just got waylaid.
Yep.
Yes, in fury about his tomatoes being stomped, he's going to hoof it on over to see if he can take out Snowy.
Okay. Yeah, you take a couple steps forward through the... he is prone, so this is going to be an easy attack for you. He's slipping and sliding on some raft. He's trying to regain his composure. You see his claws dig into this thing as he pulls himself up. He peeks up out of the murky water and...
3.
Oh, what happened? What happened, Stace? William, he was so full of rage.
Yeah, I think as he started running towards that, he realized, what in the hell am I doing? I'm a freaking farmer. Why don't I just hang back and let these other guys? And he got he kind of was a little nervous, and he pulled just at the last minute, and his sword kind of clumped right next to this guy.
Okay. That's going to put us to Daryl. Darren.
Darren is going to move right here. And direct 45. Actually, a bit further if you allow him.
Sure.
And I will either slap nuts in front of me. There's Bob. I'd like to free up Bob for plunge so we can take on Walter. No, you know what?
I was going to say
Shoot,
you're gonna kill Steel Bob, are you?
no, but I'm just thinking it'd be easier. But then he's got Walter at his backside, so I'm going to shoot Walter. Oh, and it's an easy check. The fires of vengeance rain upon you. And that is a 10, barely enough. Damn. Was that easy check 11?
Okay, you got to beat a 14 to hit him,
Thought it was an easy check.
which makes it an 11, and you rolled a 5
10.
plus your bonus, so you missed by 1.
That sucks. Next.
Yep, suck it, loser. Okay,
Been hitting 3 rounds.
let's go.
okay.
Control C.
Yeah, no,
Control
I'm
V.
gonna throw Darren my hero coin. I want him to fucking belt.
Okay. Darren, as
All
well.
right.
That's going to be an automatic hit. You don't have to make a roll because you only
Yeah,
need
but
a 1.
I may be able to fire again.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
So that would be 10, 13. That's enough to fire again. And here we go. I rolled a 20, sorry, ignore that. I don't know why. Shall I keep the roll for the next attack? It's an 6, 10 points on what was his name?
Walter?
Slotnuts? Walter, yeah,
Yep.
Walter.
Walter goes down. You can describe what that looks like before you make your next roll.
I shoot him in the back or in the side. Shoot him right underneath the rib cage, right in the hollow of his armpit as he has his hands raised cheering. It goes right through his armpit, right into the
Wow.
heart.
Wow.
And I rolled a 14. That would be a 19. That's a hit. And I will shoot Slapnuts.
Okay.
Sitting right there. And hit him. Oh. That is 9 points of damage.
Okay. Slap nuts. With almost one foul swoop, you almost managed to kill him. He's down to 1 hit point left. So you've done some serious damage to poor
I
Slap
hit
nuts.
again. And he gets shot, so he's pretty much dead.
Yep. Slap nuts goes
Yeah,
down.
it's 8. And I'll target the Bob. Make sure we clear the area. May not hit him. And that's a 15. That's a hit.
This fucking.
And 8.
All right.
Sorry,
Bo-
7. 7 points. 7 points.
Bob goes
And
down.
that's it. That's it. I can't hit anything else.
All right.
I have
yeah.
a line of sight on anybody.
It's just Snowy, who's full on paying attention to William the farmer. Okay, my turn. You step out from behind this tree and start blasting these lizards. Man, they didn't see it coming. It's just streaks of lightning, boosh, 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 in and amongst the drums that are still thrumming, and the lightning sort of effects that these drums give off as they're being beat. You can tell that the sound of the drums has actually changed. It's not this sort of constant thrumming. It's more of an upbeat sort of pace that maybe warns the tribes in the surrounding areas that the island is under attack, kind of a thing. They're sort of like a hard pace kind of a thing. But in between the strikes of lightning that go off, not really lightning. Every time the drum gets hit, it emits like a blue light that sort of flashes and lights up the canopy above you. You see the giant lizard from before. These guys over here, these little this little group of dudes has a deer tree seems to be a little bit bigger than the rest. You can tell that he might be the leader. He sees that things are not looking good for the tribe over here, for the Marsh tribe, and him and his compatriots start making their way forward, like they're going to come and they want the claim of the humans and stuff like that. So they start making their way towards you, and as they do so, that same lizard that you saw before comes leaping out of the bush. He sort of not out of the bush. He comes sliding up. He pops up out of the water, and in one foul swoop, he takes his spear and sticks it right through the head of this guy, this deer tree guy, who's the leader. This guy just goes down in a ball of flames. He didn't see what was happening there, and the leader stands in front of them, this giant lizard guy, and he holds his hands out like he's trying to tell them to stay still and not move anywhere. And you don't know why he's helping you, but we're going to leave it there because we are at 11 o'clock. That's 4 hours. And we've got one guy left. I want to try and take out William, but we will pick this up in 2 weeks because that was a solid 4 hour adventure. So Thanks for playing,
Gary.
gentlemen. Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't get through that. And unfortunately, Mordock is dead. So yeah, I feel bad.
You guys,
Do some respect. A moment of silence. No.
What?
Right. Oh, wait, you don't care. That's right. You never care.
That was
All right.
awesome. Thanks, guys.
All right,
That was
cool.
a great game, guys.
We're gonna kill the stream.